They're not your friends. You are the means.
The first statement Musa just said does not make any sense whatsoever. Anywho, what's up, guys? We're back with another Impact Live reaction for October 11th, 2018. So let's get this started. And perfect timing because Robert just stepped in to the building. Yep. Right now he's muted, so.
I guarantee if all the glory moves, it will not be inside, and they will not interfere in that match. It will be man on man. Johnny Impact versus Austin Aries. Are you happy? The answer is hell no. Oh, a kick shot from Austin Aries. And Impact strikes. Are we looking into the future? Was this the man? Oh, security.
All right.
Oh, what?
How many reporters have taken to the stage and we are sharing the spotlight?
Here we go. We're live.
In this entire business, bring them to New York City, and we will greet them with open third eye.
Do something. Basically, ways
All right, for those of you watching, they're showing a recap of what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, those were some crazy highlights last week.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the week where we find out who's going to be the assistant, right?
I think we're getting started with this one. I'm assuming based on who's coming out. By the way, folks, I'm mourning when it comes to the death of Kira Hogan's career in Impact Wrestling after what happened last week, which is why I'm all black for this special invitation of this funeral for Kira Hogan.
Oh, they're going to do a death ceremony tonight.
Came about last week. It all started with the smoke show, the open casting call, and we end up with a.
Are they?
Well, they might as well. They might as well start tonight. Have that segment with Su Young and her undead bridesmaids with the coffin that Kira Hogan is lighting, and then they could put it on fire like they did with Rosemary, and then with Allie, even though she kind of survived it and came back. Whatever.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. What's up with Mari on YouTube right now? In the live stream chat right now. And also, I want to give you a shout out for showing me that snippet on Facebook. And you know what I'm referring to. So thank you for that. Also, it's going to be a match to determine.
Okay. Yeah. Puma King, Jack Evans, Trevor Lee. All we need now is P.D. Williams.
Yeah, they were all in the segment with Scarlett.
And on the final Impact here in Mexico City, Mexico, we're in for a treat in this.
Why do they have like a lineup of people?
Someone's got to be up with this, by the way.
Yeah.
But we'll see how that ends up being.
And here goes P. Williams.
Marie 316. Hello there.
Yeah. Oh, they're showing the
Now-
recap of it. Yeah.
Yeah, well, it makes sense for Scarborough to come out first.
This match is taking place here tonight because it can happen.
Yeah, it would.
Any of these four you think impress Scarlett, or would it? It's really hard to tell. I think Scarlett is impressed. For good reason.
All right. Of all seriousness, let me get the sunglasses off now. I'll say that for later when it comes to Kier Hogan's funeral.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a match to determine. So she's gonna be a manager, or have them as her?
I guess that's as her assistant. Yeah, when it comes to to her for some services.
Oh, okay.
This is a great idea. I like that. But do you have any Chinese very deserving? He's a guy who's been here since day one. What a great competitor this is. H-Laws is a true pioneer, as this will be taking his rightful place in the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame this Saturday night. Catches Trevor Lee. Here comes Pete. He's Really hard to follow the action.
That was Puma King and Peter Williams.
Puma King in there with Petey Williams.
Don't know much about Puma King, but hey, he's working pretty good.
Going back top, he says that he's a tremendous competitor. Puma King rolls through. Here comes Petey Williams. Now, I had heard that Scarlett was very impressed with Jack Evans. Not sure why, but I heard up before that maybe that was the person that, made the biggest
Jack
impression.
Evans.
What's not to be impressed about when you look at everything Jack Evans has done in his career? Right now, it's Petey Williams in there with Puma King. Petey's a veteran. He knows his way around the square circle. He does not make a lot of mistakes except for one thing. I talk about it all the time, and I can hear for it. He goes for the King.
Why do I feel like
What's a move that Petey has?
whoever wins this match is not gonna get it, and it's gonna be the loser? like a swerve.
Look at Trevor. Trevor definitely has the power advantage in this match. Trevor and a kick out from Puma King. Trevor is so deceptive.
Because you would think that she would have a favorite to win.
25 years old.
And you would think that she'll be out there at ringside to see the action, or at least be on commentary.
Right.
He's a guy with all the ability in the world. He loses a lot of matches. There's no other way to put it. What do you think it is about Trevor that sometimes, more often than not, to the point he comes up on the losing end of matches? $1 billion athletic skills. You asked, I told you. Well, I know what you did last summer. What are you talking about? I know what you did last summer is the movie that immediately follows us tonight here on. Oh, is that all? For your friends to nominate.
Josh, what a cheap way to sell it. What the hell, man?
Oh,
I know what you did last
John
summer.
Matthews is fucking terrible.
Immediately right here on top. Tonight it goes down.
What you do that song? What did I do? Shut the fuck up, man.
100%.
I love the reaction that Don Collins said, like what are you talking about? Like, exactly, what are you talking about?
How would you do that song? Shut the fuck up, Josh.
Oh my god, he is fucking terrible.
I can't wait to come back. I heard we're
The Michael Cole Impact.
And yeah, we get it. I know what you did that summer movie is after the show, but who?
It was just like Swedish Dicks. Keanu Reeves is hot.
Thank you, Josh Matthews. You make me not want to watch the movie now.
Exactly.
Unbelievable.
I
Anyways,
think Keanu Reeves is hot. What?
Well, now he's going for it. Told you. Too early.
So anyways, let's back to this good match.
Sometimes we'll look for this.
Damn.
Out of a missed opportunity.
Yeah, don't let that distract you. All right, Pete Williams got the sharpshooter.
wins a period. Oh, and Jack Evans catches Puma King.
Okay.
Jack Evans maybe seen for the last 2 minutes in this match.
Excuse me, all.
Oh. Coming for the kill. Jack Evans trained at the Heart Dungeon. The city you trained at the famed Heart Dungeon is truly something special. Drop kick into a backflip after his speed. That's it, athleticism against Jack Evans. Evans places himself on top of Petey Williams. He was standing.
Nope.
He's standing on his testicles, Don. There's a little
Really?
low there.
Really?
And here comes Puma King, the close crossbody.
Oh, nice.
Crossbody by
Ooh.
Puma King. Here comes Jack Evans. He gets caught.
Puma King.
King a little 2 for 1 right now. On Evans
Just the kicks there. Oh,
Everyone was looking for the stop. Oh.
I caught him.
Oh.
It's like Puma King's
Nice.
He's pretty scouting. As he
Lift him
gets
up.
to the air.
Puma King's on fire here.
Oh, nope.
He's taking some serious abuse. Oh! Trevor Lee with a Puma King
Oh, what does he do? Oh,
trying to stay one step ahead of Trevor here. Shoulders down. And an ear fall for Puma King. Trevor too strong, able to kick out.
Nice. Drop salt.
The fans in Mexico City would love to see a Puma King victory here. Jack Evans wants to make a name for himself on Impact. Drop kick.
Oh.
Into a moonsault on another wrestler. That's impressive. That's athleticism, but not enough to
And Jack
break
Evans.
Trevor Lee just yet.
damn. Kicked him.
Jack Evans is up after that super kick. And here comes Jack Evans looking down.
Nice.
That's decent. Yeah.
Show move there.
Oh. Come on, Trevor Lee. That was one foot.
He's on the top rope here. And
Going up.
Oh.
waiting.
Wait a minute.
Lee was waiting.
Oh, got him. Canadian.
Victory.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the first win Pete Williams got in a long time.
Of course, Trevor Lee has to take the pin.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good opening to start the show.
Yeah. And the whole thing with Josh Matthews, I know what you did last summer. That threw me off a little bit, but
Dude, if that was me sitting next to him and him told me that, I would have called him a sick freak. That's what I would call him.
all right, what's this?
I mean, just look at him. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
All I gotta say is Madison Rain, God bless.
So tonight, LAX is gonna have LAX and OGs are gonna have a summit before this coming Sunday.
Makes sense. Live in New York.
And speaking of that, what I know what you did a slumber. Here's a plug of it. I mean, do we really need Josh Matthews to say on TV? I know what you did last summer. Coming out, it's after the show. You can watch the movie after the show's over. Like, and here it is. I know what you did last summer. Already doing a commercial ad of it. Why do you need Josh Matthews when you already got commercials plugging in? Fuck Josh Matthews. What's going on, Bacon is Life? Yeah, we got you made it too.
All right, we got Bacon, we got Amari.
Yeah, sorry you had to hear that from me, but oh my god, that's what gets on my fucking nerves. And most likely, Impact Wrestling puts them up for this too. The blame goes to them too. Not just Josh Matthews, but Impact Wrestling gets to blame this too.
100% natural prebiotic fiber.
Anyways, all right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man, a lot of crazy stuff. But by the way, because I know somebody will probably ask me in the comments, am I going to do a Bound for Glory live reaction show? There's a good chance I will, depending on on my work schedule. If I work in a morning shift or like an afternoon shift, I'll be able to right after work. So, depending what hours I'm working, but I will be doing a Bound for Glory live reaction if so. So all of you will tune into that, and we also have an Asylum Show episode 68, which will be uploaded tomorrow. So stay tuned to my channel for that too. For those of you wondering.
A whole lot of people want to buy this house.
Plug in. And if you want to see my recent video I made before this video on a certain YouTube channel, you can go and check that out as well.
Life doesn't have to be this hard just because you lost your car insurance.
All right, let's see. Bacon Moose better not look bad tonight. We'll see about that.
Well, to be honest with you, Bacon's life, Moose always looks bad every day.
Looks like I'm good all night.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about how you dress.
Let's end this.
Damn. Like, did they really have a show up, a close up of his face last week? What the hell was that?
You mean me?
Cool.
Yeah, they had to have a close up of Moose's face last week. During those Hollywood scene, not Halloween, action movie type scenes last week.
What's a Tyson meal kit? It's simple, honest ingredients.
Well, we will see.
But speaking of moves, I still can't help the fact that last week's segment they did, which was so fucking bad, but at the same time I thought it was entertaining. I'll save it for later. Right now it's back.
All right, once we get to it. I keep forgetting who that chick's name is.
Alicia Top. Alicia Adele.
To buy and keep an Illuminati, third eye. He's got them big moves. He's got them following him. They can walk into the sunlight, holding hands, crossing their freaking legs together. Namaste. I didn't know that. See, I did find me. Now for glory, and the person that I found, not somebody that I'm gonna die. It's not somebody that's gonna guide me. It's somebody that's gonna do nothing. It's somebody that has that same charisma, athleticism, and raw talent that I got. And see, when we come in the Bound for Glory, that's side down. and Ethan Page.
87.
We're gonna need a little bit more than yokes. So play my boy's freaking footage.
Oh. Okay. You'll see. You'll see.
Oh, okay.
Oh God, brace yourself after that. After this. Fuck, I know, right? We segued off to Grado after finding out who's gonna be Rich Swan's partner, which by the way, Willie Mack. By the way, Willie Mack is a very good wrestler, folks. But here comes a piece of trash now.
That dude looks homeless because of his hair. What are you talking about? Yes, it did say Chocolate Thunder.
Yeah, they did.
Trash. Oh, that's gonna be the match. Grado versus Murder Clown. Well, in this case, he needs to squash. Who's this?
What the hell? What the fuck's Murder Clown?
Maximo.
Let me find out about this guy. I may not remember this guy that much, but let me see. Maximo.
Well, all I know is he's 5 foot tall. That's all I know.
He's got pink mullet hair. Well, he's looking colorful, basically, sort of.
Grado's a long lost brother. Yeah, we just went from good to stupid in a matter of 23 minutes. Just listening to the theme song.
Very talented wrestler. Unclear how much of this is finding the aim.
Oh my God!
What the fuck? Kiss me? What?
God, I think I know who he is. Maybe just double check to make sure.
Grado doesn't seem to want anything to do with it. This Maximo shirt says "Kiss me."
Just give 1 moment.
Be the most action Grado will get this week. Doesn't have a girlfriend anymore.
I don't like this already.
Wow, I never thought about that.
Oh fuck! Now I remember this person. He's gay.
Was it with him? Hey Josh, I used to date Cindy Crawford. Really? No.
Really? Shut up. Shut the fuck
gay
up.
wrestler doing gay shit in wrestling, and he does this a lot in Triple A too.
Great, great. We got a feminine dude and we got a fat piece of trash. Good to know. 100.
I checked that. I'm checking out this match.
Bacon, 100% gay. Yep.
Yes, he is.
Damn it.
I check out this match. I'm gonna look up something about Moose.
Grado is saying no, none of this.
Because what comes last week's
Maximo
segment?
might be Grado's best relationship option he's ever had. That's all I'm gonna say. Can you see these two
Okay,
as a
twins.
tag team?
It's
Sure.
his his real name.
Quinn.
What's Grado doing? Pull back to
But I can't pronounce his last name. But basically, I mentioned this is because last week I didn't really get to mention that much, but
How about you?
I didn't really pay attention to it. But Moose was basically doing that. Yeah, you remember on the phone, I was talking to Moose on that, and the Moose because I was is like shouting at him on that. He's like basically saying, "Yo, don't you say my real name? Don't you say my real name? Like one of my friends can say my real name and blah blah." You know, make this whole thing, seriously. It was moves based on what, with the hat that he was wearing. It was to sit down. Yeah.
I will say Moose is unintentionally funny. I will say that.
Yeah. Yeah, you can say that. Oh shit. But anyways, but yeah, that's what I wanted to bring up. That's what I wanted to bring up from last week.
Bacon.
Pertains to Moose.
Bacon. I'm already taking 1 point off my rating for Impact today just because of Maximo and Grado too.
Yes.
The Cruncher Shamboka? Oh hell no.
Well, brace yourself.
Yeah, they're still in Mexico. Oh no, I put the claw on him.
Beyonce concert in New Orleans. Of course he did. Shoulders down.
I really don't give a fuck about this match.
The generous. Jay-Z was also there. Great matchup here between Grado and Maximo. What is that? Would you call that a mini grass or a stinger? I'm not sure what that is. Well, I think they're shorts. Ooh.
We stop chanting that.
Here Maximo coming from, I hope so. Here we go! Wow! Headbutt! Nailed it! Let's go to replay!
Headbutt literally right on his head.
See what happens here. Maximo's going to get Grado back into the ring.
This is the second worst match I've seen so far. I mean, there only been two matches.
Yeah, only 2 matches.
As soon as this night's over, you and I head to New York City. Saturday, we're going to be there as this gets inducted into the Hall of Fame. Well deserved. The legend of it.
Dude, the way Grado's selling that he's hurt is stupid.
As Grado makes trouble. Oh God, pull it back up, please.
Okay.
I will agree with Don Callis on that. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Does he get what he's doing? Like you don't pull it up with me. No, I just
Motherfucker!
Maximo wins.
And you hear Josh Matthews on commentary geeking out for this fucking garbage.
A victory for Maximo. Here tonight at Feel Good Moments. On Impact Wrestling.
Where up your dick? Is that where you're feeling good? This was trash.
Mexico City. What a great wrestling match.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, I thought you were talking about Austin Aries and Falaba from the other week. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty bad too. Not because of Austin, though. Grado's nipples are way too fucking pointy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because he's horny as fuck. That's why. It was bad enough we had to see it one time, but twice.
This time from Grado.
You know what? This show, zero out of 10. So far, 0 out of 10. You know what? I'm going to be nice. 1.
Quinn, turn your back on me. You want to involve? You want to terrorize? Turn your back on Kenny.
Right, we're only halfway.
It just started a half hour ago.
You want to terrorize?
We went from pretty good to homoerotic bullshit, man.
God damn it.
This show's 1 out of 10 so far.
It's going to be you three versus us three. I hope you're watching. Killer Cross, I hope you're watching. You play these games now.
And on top of that, this fat piece of trash Fallout Box in the main event.
It's going to be you three versus us three. Eddie Edwards going to take Moose to slam down. I am going to take Austin Aries to slam down. And Paula Fox is going to take Killer Cross to slam down. You ready for Killer Cross? Huh? Yeah. Like, you good? You nervous?
What the fuck's going on here?
This is the go home show for Battle Glory. This is the go home show. And you started off pretty good, and then Grado and Maximo.
You're done. It looks so good. You post the picture on social media. And it gets 127 likes.
I don't know what to say.
If I see another horrible segment right after this, I'm gonna have to make this a short video. Because how do you recover from that? I don't know how to continue this.
Oh my god.
Already we're off to a shitty start. Impact just started a half hour ago. We'll see what happens. Well, Grado, what the hell? Thinking what? Well, Grado goes home confirmed. Bach probably got brain damage from him hitting his head so much. Yeah, now that match is #1 worst for the time being. Yeah.
Our network of attorneys can help you every step of the way with an estate plan including wills or a living trust that grows along with you and your family. LegalZoom, where life.
Now I'm really done with Grado.
Dude, I started the Impact Live reaction tonight with some good expectations, and the opening match with Petey Williams and those guys, it was a pretty good opening match, and you go from that to what we just witnessed. Unbelievable.
I was really not expecting that.
I mean, one kiss was bad enough, but two.
And I should have known by seeing him. He looked so familiar.
Let's just get this commercial done with, over with already. So we get to the next segment.
Then I found out it's free. Wait, free?
Oh, all I gotta say is I'm glad Remington's at the gym right now
Oh
because
god. Yeah, imagine the guys were in here. Damn it. And they saw this. Yeah, during this. Oh my god.
oh Nick would have went off. He would have went off. I mean, what the fuck? This is your go home show, and does Grado even have a match?
No, he doesn't. That's the problem. What the fuck? Why couldn't we get Murder Clown versus Grado this week? What the fuck? Come on, man.
You had Murder Clown against Joe Hendry last week, and and another thing, Grado is in a feud with Murder Clown right now, along with Joe Hendry. So it would make sense unless they're gonna add another match for Impact or for Bound for Glory. But for the time being,
better not.
But for the time being, he's not on the card. So why you have him on the show?
They better not put him on Bound for Glory.
Yeah, let's not have Eli Drake face him. Well, he did face somebody last week.
And Drake should do a open challenge at Bound for Glory as well. He should do it, but keep Grado away from Bound for Glory. Enough is enough with Grado now.
Who the fuck wrote that segment? I want to know who wrote that. Bacon. Impact, come on, man. You're better than this. Exactly. All those shots they've taken at WWE for the stuff that they done, and they do this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right now they're showing a video package of LAX and OGs.
Yeah, so manly Impact Wrestling.
Exactly.
Unlike that fucking gay shit that Grado and Maximo was doing.
They had no place for the go home show because, again, Grado does not have a match at Bound for Glory. And hopefully he does have a match at Bound for Glory. Come on, man. Let's get a talking segment or a wrestling match. Something. Oh yes. We get to see women.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Something that guys enjoy.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Man, Mickey James looking extra sexy in that referee shirt. Oh, that's all they show?
Really? They'll show other ones that are longer. But this one, short. Really?
That was a minute. Not even a minute, like 30 seconds.
But at the same time, why even show this on a go home show too? I know they do this every week, but come on, not on the go home show.
I'm sorry, man. Some writer working for the company is in the closet. Somebody's in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have the Grado match, maximum match, longer than that. Ridiculous. We need someone to fire the people who managed the matches. Yeah, I don't know who was in charge of that match. I hope they don't just show video packages after that bullshit that happened. Aside from the main event, of course, but
I guess that's what they're doing.
yeah, all they're showing is video packages now.
And they're in commercial. Wow, this go home show was fucking weak and trashy.
We're already going to commercial already. Yeah. Just to be nice. I over exaggerated a little bit, maybe making it 1 out of 10. I'm changing it to 5 out of 10. I mean, 4 out of 10.
You're right, you did.
And we'll see if they boost it up. And it won't be that much. Or you want maybe 2, maybe either 2 or 3 out of 10 right now so far. Because the way I rate it is like 10 out of 10, and I deduct a point each time. But after that segment, I deduct 5. They went all the way down.
They just came back from commercial. They showed one old school match that didn't last.
Not even like 30 seconds. Oh, like literally, all they showed was the pinfall.
And then went to a video package and then back to commercial break. I'm like, you got nothing else? Like, really?
Yeah, they better pay us back after that segment. They better. Because I know this is taped, so hopefully they did something that's, aside from the main event, at least boost it up a bit.
Well, the main event's got a Fall Out Boy in it, so that's gonna be a fail.
Bacon. I would put 5, but I took a point off for the Grado match. Yeah, the way I rate it is 10 out of 10 before the show starts. And as the show goes along, I deduct a point each time. But yeah, after that match, man, I had to deduct 5 points. 5 or 6 points I had to deduct. Because usually I would deduct maybe 1 or 2 points after a Grado match. But after that, but what happened in the match and after the match, I had to deduct 5 more. Because to me, there is no place for stuff like that in professional wrestling. I'm sorry, you could call me a homophobe, you could say, oh, you hate gay people. You can say whatever the fuck you want. That does not need a place in wrestling. And I'm not talking about gay people in wrestling. If they swing that way, as far as, their actual real life, personas. I'm talking about the gimmicks. I'm talking about their characters. They should not be that. Bacon, they were on the track with the beginning of Impact, but then they just left with the Grado match. Yeah. They better not have only 3 matches tonight. At least have a talking set. At least Eli Drake come out, cut a promo. Make it more better. At least a little bit better. Have Eli Drake cut a promo, or have another match.
Supposed to get Eli Drake. He's about to be interview.
Unfortunately, you were defeated by the legendary Laparca by
Hopefully, it's not just an interview. But
unfortunately, you were defeated by the legendary Laparca by count.
What were you watching? Because last night, Mark came in with a chair, he introduced it, he gets disqualified.
Why? Because I make the rules. I don't have to break the rules when I make the rules, right?
You don't understand. Let me talk to you. Ella Parker brings in a chair, he got this.
Eli Drake, he's just like an internet troll. Literally, like.
Here I stand. Whether it's a match, whether it's this go next. It's challenge, dummies, because you can't think of this man is not going to show up. He just showed down for glory.
Yes.
I said, like I said.
And it better not be great, oh damn it.
Oh, I think it'll be great. It's gonna be someone from New York.
Okay. Oh, New York. By the way, me hearing about certain somebody coming to Impact, that could be him.
Mm-hmm.
What a match that would be. I think it might be, you know who against Eli Drake. Bound for Glory. Here's the broom man. The Desi Hit Squad.
They're going 1-on-1 to find out who's the weakest link of that team.
Oh, what were you saying, Bacon? You got your with Eli? What? All right, got Rem in the house. We are Venom.
I was not too happy with these guys. You understand? The loser must go back to Punjab, India, and will no longer be a member of the Desi Hit Squad. Samjhe? Samjhe?
What?
It's like the Hunger Games. It's like
The Hunger Games.
Sort of sick. These guys have been almost like brothers working.
So it's gonna be the Desi Hit Squad against each other.
Mm-hmm.
Trading techniques, and now he said, "Oh, by the way, they're out there trying to kill each other, and while the winner still have a job, and the loser has to go back to India. Whoever comes up in this match, they're going to get on an airplane, and they're going to go home. Punjab, India, they're not a part of the hit squad anymore."
No shit.
Don, we've been watching this develop over the last number of months.
Does he really have to explain it? Jeez. Bacon, they look like they will blow up the arena, and you could call me racist, but look at their team name. Desi Hit Squad.
Come on.
Well, Rem. Damn it, I passed out again. I mean, we made it through most of the video, so I'm still gonna upload it. So you only missed one. You only missed one topic. So at least you made it through most of it. By the way, Asylum episode 68 will be uploaded tomorrow.
So don't miss it.
Yep. And don't miss Bound for Glory. Maybe.
He's hedging his bet. I think he is, baby. Both sides against the middle. I mean, really, Dom will win either way. Only the strong can survive. Look at Garcia. This is a beautiful triangle choke here. He's got one arm trapped. Cross arm break for the feet. Try to block. Gotta get the hands unlocked, and now Garcia.
That was a good reversal.
Impressive. Wasn't able to get the full thing on Rohit. Rohit misses wildly. Grounded pound.
Damn.
High knee from Rohit Raju. These guys are so well trained now. Does that go to the credit of Gallasin?
Oh yeah, very, very well conditioned. Mama uses the Indian clock as a big believer. Thousands of Indian squats, thousands of Indian push-ups.
This is the Josh who you could beat. This is the final Impact Wrestling Before Combat.com presents Bound for Glory live this Sunday. If you want to get all hyped up for Bound for Glory, go download the Global Wrestling Network. Check out the amazing Impact Blackberry.
How fucking much did Grado get paid for that promo? The dream match?
More ways than ever, Don, in 2018 to get your hands.
Shit, I want to doubt Grado Maximo got paid more than the entire roster that night. With this with this LGBT movement or LBGT. Ridiculous. Yeah, Rem. Let's just say it's good that you missed Impact so far. I forbid you from watching the second match.
High stakes, high pressure for these two.
Neither man wanting to be sent back to Mother India with their tail between their legs.
Rohit trying to get something going here. Turns her cinder around. Float over into a front base. Big time move there for Rohit. Isn't enough to stay in the Desi hit squad, and he gets out at 2.
This is where Rohit in the past has lost his temper and lost focus. He needs to keep worrying about getting the pick.
OMFG, the fucking thumbnail for the Grado match on the Impact channel. Oh, they already uploaded the match on their YouTube channel. Don't just be curious. Yeah, I hate it. I fucking hate it. I hate the thumbnail. They literally made it the thumbnail.
The thumbnail of them kissing each other.
That's the thumbnail of that video on their Impact page. Now I'm taking 2 points off my overall rating.
Pain in the shoulder, but he floats over on Garcinder and Rohit Raju remains in the Desi hit squad. Garcinder's going back.
Yeah, usually I take 1 point off, but I took 5 off. That's ridiculous.
To me, I took 8 points off.
They say I blame you.
How can you make jokes at a time like this? A man's career is over. He was weak, and now he's going to pay the price. There's Cinder Singh is heading back to India. He's out of the district. What do you mean? Oh, he won the match. He said, get out. Now, if he did that to the winner, what's he going to do to your Cinder? I'm a sick ruthless cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
Come on, Sing, get the broom up. Get the broom.
So I guess that's the end of the tag team.
I guess so.
Yeah, I guess that's good. I think Raju is just going to be a singles wrestler again. Okay.
And the other one's moving back to India.
Yep. But besides that, Rem said earlier about we are Venom. Well, I got something to show you folks.
Oh shit.
Look at the size of that tongue.
Whose Instagram is that?
Her name's right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look at it, man.
Wow.
That's what I call inspiring, cool, sexy,
It's simple, honest ingredients.
and all talented.
It's just
Yeah, Black Cat and Venom all into one. I should make that the thumbnail of this video.
Hell yeah.
You'll feel the power of gut health.
The size of that tongue.
And fiber is a 100% natural prebiotic fiber.
So there you go.
Hey, I just gained 3 more viewers. What
Hey,
kind of?
you can tell she's a Venom fan.
Oh yeah. What kind of kinky ass shit Instagram is this? I'm getting the roast ready for moves.
Back in his life, you'll be surprised. I see a lot of kinky stuff on Instagram. What comes to these beautiful women.
Grow nutritious movements, healthy planet, and a more hopeful tomorrow. Delmont.
And plus, there's something for all of us because of what happened with the whole thing with Cradle and Maximum.
Yes, we need some girl kissing next.
And I'll show a couple more. It's this time what comes to someone else who's part in Impact Wrestling. All right, so now basically after that Jay segment that was for all number 1. I guess now it's getting back on track now, but we'll see how that turns out.
Yeah, the Desi Hit Squad match was whatever.
Yeah, whatever. So yeah, I don't want to talk about that ever again because to Grado, fuck Grado. But I don't want that to be a distraction of this Go Home show, which this is a horrible Go Home show.
Which by the way, it's pretty hard not to forget about it when a horrible segment happens and it ruins the rest of the show for you. But as far as the Impact, if this happened in WWE, first of all, they would have gotten a pop for that. That's the first thing. The second thing, it would have just been worse to worse to worse to worse throughout the entire rest of the show.
And one of the Impact Wrestling doing this, they can get away with it because they're in Mexico City, where they're used to seeing Maximo doing this gay shit because he is gay.
It's like, okay, you're gay, okay, but don't put that on the show.
Like exactly, man.
You're exploiting it.
We even hated that Aaron Rex, I think that's who he's calling himself at the time, was doing gay shit with Rockstar Spud too. We hate that.
Yeah. After we were excited to see him appear on Impact when he debuted, and then from there all the way to the end of his run, it was like, what the fuck? What? The match is now?
The match is now?
Then what's gonna happen after this?
Wow. I hope this thing does. I hope. Wait a minute.
Isn't this advertised as the main event?
Where's everybody else on Impact Wrestling?
But isn't this advertised as the main event?
That's supposed to be the main. It's supposed to be the main event, but they
We only have an hour left. We still got an hour.
I don't know. I don't know what's after this.
Oh, damn it. You know what, man? I don't think my rating's going to change at all.
Me either. It's still a 2 for me.
With all due respect to the Desi Hit Squad, that did not change not a point. It didn't go up, it didn't go down.
Nope. It was just there.
It's still a 4 out of 10 so far.
And to me, a 2.
Can't say I blame you.
No Scarlet Bordeaux. Strike 1.
Yeah, and another thing. Peter Williams won the match, so why didn't she come out?
Like I said, that was my complaint. She didn't come out on commentary. She didn't even come out, at ringside. And they keep talking about her on commentary, Scarlet Bordeaux, about when these 4 guys that want her attention.
And she doesn't even show up.
And she's not even there. Well, I guess I can say one positive thing. There's no Allie in this show.
But at the same, there is a reason for that though. But at the same,
on my part, yeah.
Yeah, because every friend that Allie has been buried alive. Well, what made the show worse would have been a ceremony. That would have made it worse for the show.
All right, here comes the heel factions.
But yeah, no knockouts tonight.
I hope after this one we get something. Let's see what's Moose wearing. What's Moose wearing this time?
You know what they need to do? They need to have Tessa Blanchard and Taya Valkyrie, even though they're wrestling at Bound for Glory, have them it would make no sense for them to make out in the middle of the ring. But have that happen.
Yeah. Have them have a face off.
Have that happen. To forget that just trash segment that happened. He has the Power Ranger jacket on again. Moose. Oh, what was on his face? His facial expressions. Did Josh Matthews just say he's a change man?
I guess so.
How do you
well, I guess he is right at one point, to a certain degree.
Yeah, when he first turned heel.
So we get a real package of OVE versus Lucha Brothers and Brian Cage. We get a real package of LEX versus the OGs. We get I mentioned Scarlet Bordeaux, and she was never on TV.
I'm sorry, man. Get Moose and get Falaba out of the ring. Get both of them out of the ring.
Oh, I forgot about Falaba. Holy shit.
Get both of them out of the ring. At least Falaba.
He has the biker pimp glasses on. For my Moose. By the way, they show Scarlet Bordeaux, which is disappointing.
iMPACT being on season 37 of Survivor.
But here's something about Scarlet Bordeaux. She is the smoke show, of course.
Sauce very skilled in MMA. You mentioned
Now, why can't they do that on Impact?
Wow, what a throw!
And but that's a ring gear too, by the way.
The power of Killer Cross.
Yeah, she's looking like Black Cat.
And I seen where that when she was on Impact Wrestling's Explosion show, which is on their YouTube channel.
They're having Fall Boss start off the match.
Confidence after taking Austin Aries to the
Fall Boss started the match. Yeah, doesn't matter. To me, it's irrelevant. But what's not irrelevant is this Smoke Show herself, Scarlett Bordeaux.
Yeah.
Deliver the Doomsday Saito to Final Bombs. Done it before.
Okay.
Cross, are you retarded? Yeah, Cross trying to pick him up, follow ball. Dude, how you're making Killer Cross look horrible, man. And you can't even pick him up. Really?
Are you kidding me?
Killer Cross needs to squash that motherfucker, man. Killer Cross is actually selling? Yeah, close like the fuck out. Yes.
The laugh of the slaughter. Falaba gets decapitated by Killer Cross.
Oh, great. Now Moose.
He's a man for Sunday.
Oh yeah, we still got the summit. That's gonna happen too.
Moose has done everything he can down to get inside the line, get inside the head of Eddie Edwards.
Don't you dare do that again.
Wow, huge shot with a massive double action.
Okay, never mind.
But Eddie likes it. Eddie says, come on, give it to me. Oh, that's sucker it in.
Suplex.
Quick walking like chops. There are not a lot of people that can throw chops like Eddie Edwards. Great reversal by Eddie Edwards, one of the best technical wrestlers in the world. Crowd behind Eddie Edwards. After what happened last week where Eddie was summoned to that undisclosed location to meet up with Moose and Alicia Edwards, I think the entire world should be behind Eddie right now. You do not interfere with someone's wife, Josh. I think you agree with that. That is over.
Skinny jeans, what the fuck?
100% Eddie Edwards is letting Moose feel it here tonight. Shoulders down, reach back for the leg, and Moose kicked out. Moose is that guy who you have over your house and you gotta watch it with your wife, with your daughter.
Bob better not rub his sweaty ass balls with his hand and try to slap. Oh,
Well, he didn't do that yet, so.
okay. I'll talk about Moose, okay.
Now, here's Austin Aries. He's had his issues with Eddie Edwards. By the former offensive lineman. Eyes of Moose. Smile of Edwards trying to impact the Rings 3. Yeah, Austin Aries getting the kicks in on the floor before being run off the impact.
Show is getting kind of boring.
Team Mexico trying to get behind Eddie Edwards.
Yeah, I'm drained, man. Or close to drained.
Eddie Edwards should be worn by hundreds of people. Shopping back right now to put your hands on it. I get all my merch made now at home. Oh. Over the straight jack, the cross jack. So many moves at the disposal of Killer Cross. Aries will hesitate to come in. Why not? Save your energy for the title. Pick your spots. Aries is the ultimate spot picker, Josh. There's no doubt about that.
You know, John Impact's not in the ring yet. They're saving a hot tag for him.
Oh, we all know. Oh, yeah. And then he'll probably end the match too.
He's probably gonna win. He's probably gonna win the match too. This is the format that they do with him all the time.
Oh, follow boss back in.
Yeah.
Took the champ to the limit several weeks ago. Oh! It's the boots up. Aries got caught. Oh! And he got hit with about a 500-pound belly to belly. Austin Aries would love to make a tag right now. Get out of this match.
Might go for the Yoko.
Speaking about New York City. About something else. Moose! Moose comes to the rescue and saves the world champion.
Oh, of course. Austin Aries had to take advantage with the blow.
Well, he is a dirty heel.
Yeah. But really, Falaba? Really? You need distraction for Falaba?
To Falaba. Yeah. He's garbage. Damn, kill Cross. Kill. Yeah, that's right. Kill him.
Please do it. Make this match entertaining.
Commercial.
Fuck. What is Robert Solano drinking right now?
Oh. One second. Monster Energy. The flavor, Pacific Punch.
Okay.
And then this. How the hell do you start off a good show with a four corner match to going downhill for Grino and Maximo, and then you show video packages for Bound for Glory. Then we get the hit squad going at each other to see who's gonna be the one going home if they lose. Yeah, which that was what it was. Whatever it was just there.
But at the same time, it didn't really have a place either in the show.
Yeah,
because they don't have a match either.
Exactly.
So let me get this straight.
I mean, they should have said it for Bound for Glory.
Yeah, as you know, pre-show or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me get this straight. So you're not gonna have Tessa Blanchard and Taya Valkyrie cut promos on each other, or have them have a segment against each other, or at least like a contract signing or something to set up their match. And yet they're gonna have Grado against Maximo. And on top of that, you're not gonna even have them on the show at all. Unless they do something right afterwards. But I doubt it. Probably at best a video package. That's just what we need, more video packages.
I'm sorry to say this, but when it comes to Bound for Glory, this is a poor way to book to promote their show at this point now. I mean, sure, they may have mentioned Bound for Glory is going to be in New York and all that, but other than that, what match are you building up to make us feel like it's going to be a huge deal, for this for our biggest event of the year in Bound for Glory.
And also, the opening match didn't really have doesn't really have to do with Bound for Glory either.
Yeah.
Unless P. Williams and Scarlett Bordeaux do some sort of like sex celebration type Edge Alita type shit or something. I doubt that too.
Yeah.
The syndrome may cause headache, sore throat, and allergic reactions. Get help right away if you have swelling of your face, mouth, and tongue.
Like how many matches are in Bound for Glory?
6.
Tell your doctor
Yeah, 6.
So you have 6 matches for that show, and you've only done one match that you're hyping up.
They're really doing a poor job of building up Glory when it comes to the matches.
I mean, aside from the LAX OG Summit
Yeah,
and the main event, you haven't done anything else with the other matches tonight, except for video packages.
in fact, let me take some of that back. What pertains to OVE versus Lucha Bros and Brian Cage, okay, they're building that up, obviously. To Alina Buffalo. Same thing with LAX and the OGs. You could say that too. I guess what comes to the Moose and Edwards because of the of their friendship, and then also it ends the way it ended, which made no sense at the time. But as far as Aries and Johnny, that came out of nowhere when Johnny Impact came his return. It's like, oh, I'm getting a title shot. What?
You just came back. And then
Fuck out of here.
Where's Conga Kong?
Follow Boss Funny back from the out of the corner.
From the corner when you're getting ganged up on. What the hell?
Yeah. What the fuck? But what's more of the matches after the live reaction? I want yeah, because we could do a preview when the show's over.
Yeah, I guess I could change the name of the title because maybe like if Remington shows up or Nick shows up.
Yeah.
All right. Plus.
Oh my god. What? Follow Bob? The guy's garbage.
Jeez, man, what the hell?
That's what sociopaths do, Josh. He's using lucky areas for whatever he's doing. The benefit of having a terrifying individual in his care. Situation for most individuals is cross the parts.
This is terrible.
Wow, man. Follow Boss fighting back. What the fuck?
Yep. And when I predicted it, hot tag made for Johnny Impact.
Jetpack. Aries has been clipped in, and Aries is taking his time. Aries and Impact. This is your main event for Sunday.
Super Impact. Super Impact. I mean, Austin Aries is doing his thing, but. Little sniff knee to the face.
Audible there, right at the last second of the ropes. That Aries in a pendulum situation, sliding German.
The sliding. What the fuck? The sliding. Well, at least Follow Ball's not in the ring anymore. Players going up 1, 2, kick out. Austin go for the submission.
Last chancery.
There's an argument to do it.
He ain't tapping out. Exactly.
How cerebral is Austin Aries? God, that was the first thing that they did when Johnny Impact announced he was #1 contender. They took that chair, wrapped it around his neck, and then the three of them just bashed that chair with another chair in the steel post. I thought that broke his back.
Oh,
He's out. Shoulders down. He's the world champion.
that kick for Johnny Impact.
Big time headbutt by Moose. Moose looking to get to Johnny Impact now in the corner. Moose looking for the golden handle. Backfires. Johnny Impact looks better than I've ever seen.
Moose, what the hell? Clothesline.
Moose with a pump.
Oh my god. That was trash. That was trash.
And here comes Falabama.
You didn't even kick him in the face. You know what?
He almost fell. You seen that?
Yeah.
Eddie Edwards like a missile. Take out the heinous Moose. Those two go one-on-one Sunday. Who's followed it?
Oh no. Oh
I
no.
don't get it. I don't get it.
Oh no. Oh, thank God. Austin Aries.
Aries roaring elbow.
The way he rolled out of the ring. What the hell? Okay, that was. Well.
And Impact landed on his internet. Moose has Eddie Edwards. They're gonna spike him. With his powerbomb. Get him in there. Eddie Edwards goes down. Crumples to the floor. And now it's the mercy of the champion. Who's looking for the breakthrough?
Brain Buster.
If this happens Sunday, Austin Aries will retain.
And Aries gets the win for his team.
Well, they said they telegraphed that who's going to win at this Sunday. It better be a damn good match on Johnny Impact's part.
I don't think there's anything going to stop Johnny Impact from getting to New York City.
I don't get it. What is it with Falaba that everyone is, giving all this attention?
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I mean, George, I respect you, man. Of your opinions on that. You're my boy and all that. But can you please tell me what's the entertainment value? What do you see in this guy? What do you see in Falaba? George, if you ever come across this video.
Yeah, he hasn't been around tonight.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't see it. All I see is a ripoff Yokozuna.
Come on, people want to talk about ripoffs. This is it. From the walk to the moveset. Go ahead.
But yeah, not a good one.
Made with fresh milk and real cream.
Okay, Bacon. Okay, Moose wasn't too bad tonight. Well,
yeah, I agree. I dig. I agree. At least he didn't touch his nuts.
yeah. Now what Johnny did could probably fuck up your neck. Were you talking about the sweep thing? Okay.
Oh yeah, that I guess he was talking about the German suplex part when he was fighting on the ropes. Well, he always hits a clinch sometimes. This one he was a little off.
Bacon. Damn, that kick sounded like he got knocked out. Yeah, that was
Oh yeah, yeah,
impact.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man left Ba fly. I was so excited for Ba to get to the top rope and jump. You had to get a good laugh
Oh
at it.
man. No, no, no.
I've always believed in the philosophy of live simple. That's why females never seemed right for me and my family. Expensive.
All right, so we got a half hour left. I mean, let's see what they do.
Everything.
Yeah, and yeah, like I said before, we still got that summit when it comes to the OGs and LAX.
Service that's unpretentious, creative.
Yeah. Other than that, what else is?
If I can live simple,
Where's
Left.
Calafodo? Where's the funeral segment? I'm waiting for the funeral segment, man. I want to pay my respects to Kira Hogan's career in Impact Wrestling.
Yeah, where's that? Where's Tessa Blanchard, the champion? Where's she at? Where's Taya Valkyrie?
Because think about it. After what happened with Rosemary, a week later, they show the continuation. They show what happened after when she was put in the coffin, and then they burned the coffin. They did the same thing with Allie, and somehow she survived it. Okay.
Of all people
Yeah,
to survive it.
Yeah, I'll never forget that. I didn't forget. Yeah. So after that match that Ali had with Su Young for the title, where Ali was basically channeling her demon, which was laughable. But try hard. But and then she lost the belt against Su Young and then put in the coffin. Well, it was obviously a coffin match too, by the way. And then a week later, they showed the segment of the Ali being basically was the funeral of Ali, and then the coffin was burned.
Yeah.
And then I guess weeks later she came back and I said to myself, okay. So she survived it, but Rosemary did it. Master Rain did it. Kiera Hogan, I guess she liar. But then again, this is Impact Wrestling and not Lucha Underground.
Yeah, that's true.
But on a positive note, a reminder that the Monster of Business is going to be in the Hall of Fame, being inducted on this on Saturday. The ceremony that they're going to do.
Oh yeah.
The only way to see Bound for Glory is live this Sunday presents you for streaming the Sold Out Melrose Ballroom.
Yep, by TV.
If you didn't get tickets, the only way to see Bound for Glory is
Alright.
live this Sunday on pay-per-view for streaming on Fight TV at Seidel's Gates to take on Swan. Who's bringing the Impact Wrestling? This is going to be will be the six-man tag team matchup. Callahan, King for David J. Chris, OPB, to take on Peters,
Like what's nice? They got to show a video package and then another commercial. Where are they at?
What a poor build up for the Knockouts Championship.
Where are they? Where are the knockouts tonight?
Guys night out, I guess. What? What was that made?
Wait, what is that?
Hold on a second. Let me check something here.
Oh, what? Including Kiera Hogan? What?
I heard something about Kiera Hogan, but what?
Well, hold on. Let me mute myself.
Well, that's I see here. Well, they added the match to Eli Drake against someone who's going to be in New York. That's from New York when it comes to Eli Drake's Open Challenge. But Damn it. So far right now 7 matches listed. Well, again, we'll get to it after this show. Hey,
Okay, so
follow James Mitchell.
it's gonna be Ali versus Su Young, and Ali's gonna take revenge on Su Young for burying her friends, including Kara Hogan. That's what they were saying.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, fuck.
Oh, James Mitchell.
Yes, and you never guess who's there.
Ali.
Yes.
Look, I just need you to get me there. Just get me to the end of the road. And we need to go back to the end of the road. And for what? Look, I just need you to get me there. You know what I did? Just get me to the end of the road. I know it's about that. And for what? Sure. No, I know what I did. You're walking around and laughing. It's not about that. That is not the human beings just run into a mind and soul. Now it's obvious to that calm. As an order to get out of us, in order for my health. And the problem is, it's not mine again. In order to get out of it, idea how much happened to the whole. And the problem is, it's not an idea. This is not how we and you can sit there and help pull her out. I know what I agreed to. This is what happened to them. I just need to come out there and help find pressure.
All right, so next.
Yeah. What is going on here? What's up?
Let me just say right now, Nick, it's a good thing you.
What did Impact turn into freaking Undertaker? This is some straight up Undertaker and Kane shit from WWE, man. What the hell?
Oh, just wait until the end of Impact to tell you what else happened on the show, because
Pretty boring.
yeah, and something that really pissed us off during the show.
Okay.
But yeah, you can't get enough of Ali.
Yeah, she's trying to get Kira Hogan's soul back.
So I guess the funeral of Ali, not Ali, the funeral of Kira Hogan is not happening tonight then. So, well, might as well wait to Bound for Glory then. But, and I was all dressed all black for nothing. I thought it was gonna be that night.
And we're back to commercial.
Too many commercials, too many long commercials. Folk Josh Matthews plugging. I know you did last summer, even though they're doing ads on the commercials that I know you did last summer. It's coming on after the show.
Bacon. Go ahead, continue.
And yeah, we'll get to what happened later on. Yeah, we'll get to what happened. What happened the rest of it too. When it comes to certain two motherfuckers.
Bacon. He says Ali needs to turn heel.
She was ready to go.
I thought Ali was already a heel.
Yeah, she was the annoying heel. But I guess you mean like a Blanchard heel type of Ali, then well, it's up to them. But then again, Impact Wrestling is pushing Ali as to being, doing the right thing. She's saving people's lives and all that, and she's a good girl, and it's all about Ali. Once again, it's all about fucking Ali. Ali's selling her soul to James Mitchell to become evil, to face Su Young, and by the way, they said, and a reminder, the match between Su Young and Ali is happening in Battle for Glory. They never announced that. When did they announce it?
Yeah.
They just now announced it.
Wow. So they're focusing all of it on Allie again. No Kira Hogan focus. Yep, of course we have to do that.
You could, you know who returning. I think that's where she's gonna return. But at the same time, let her return before Bound for Glory and have her have the match against Suya.
Exactly.
It makes so much sense.
You see what I'm talking about, folks? Why is it not Rosemary coming back? Why it has to be Allie? Why Allie has to be one to save the day?
And they faced off before, so it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, Su Young and Rosemary did too, but they should have done what they done with Kane and the Undertaker. Kane buries the Undertaker. Undertaker comes back before WrestleMania and says, "Oh, you're gonna rest in peace," and then they have their match at the big show.
Rosemary and Su Young had one match, and that was it. Ali and Su Young, more than one match.
Yeah, including the tag
two
matches. Including the tag matches.
Once again, it's all about Ali. And by the way, Pickin says for her to be here like a Ruby Riot.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, it depends how far you want her to be a heel because of Ruby Riot. Because WWE could only go so far with that.
Your budget stretches further. That matches her.
Yeah, just wait, Nick, until the at the end of the show, because what we tell you about what transpired tonight. Yeah, not gonna say anymore.
But because they support small businesses, here it is. It's the promise. My go-to site.
I know what you did last summer. What are you talking about?
Each weekday they
Fuck out here with that bullshit.
Yeah,
That was stupid.
that was a dumb way to plug that.
And yet they plugged it. The commercial. Their job is to plug it even more. Like, why you need Josh Matthews to plug it?
Yeah, let's plug a movie that came out a long ass time ago.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's a good movie, but whatever. Fuck Josh Matthews.
Fuck Josh Matthews.
Again, I know you said this already. Let's get to the segments.
See what I'm talking about?
Let's get to the segments. Let's get to the matches.
Why are you mentioning this? Oh, because it's Allie. Who gives a fuck about Allie now?
More video packages.
Oh man.
Where's the wrestling?
Where's the knockouts?
Yes.
That's not from Allie.
And we're not talking about Allie. Oh, finally we get a women's match.
Oh, I thought that's all the matches tonight, but okay. Kyra. I'm assuming Tess is wrestling.
Yeah, I'm assuming too. Well, we'll see.
Kyra. Yep, Tessa Blanchard.
Yep.
Against men and women, she's been called one of the toughest athletes in all of Mexico.
Damn, those fake audio boos. There you go.
I think the table is set that way, but I also think Tessa is too smart and too focused to look past this great young athlete. Tessa perhaps looked more influence Sunday.
Yeah, Tessa Blanchard versus Tyra Valkyrie about for Glory, which probably they didn't do much of this build up too. All they did is video package.
Yeah, they're gonna have Taya return at the pay-per-view.
Where is Rosemary?
Yeah, if I had to guess, she'll probably return at Bound for Glory.
She better.
Oh man, I don't know what they're gonna do with that match with Ali and Su Young.
Quite often considered pound for pound one of the toughest wrestlers. Period.
Now they better not do it like have Rosemary return as like Ali's saving their souls. Because if that's the case, yeah, that's gonna be stupid. But it'll be nice to see Rosemary back again.
Saving the soul of Rosemary, Madison Rain, and Kiera Hogan, and somehow when it comes to the souls being taken by Su Young, somehow Ali survived it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you not see the problem here, folks?
There's a big problem here.
That Knockouts title needs some work on it. Oh, it's over the design of the title. Okay.
They need to stop giving all the knockout attention towards Ali.
Yeah. Well, the attention now is on. You know, they have more attention on Ali than the champion. That's a problem. That's damn, what a kick. But yeah, Ali gets more TV time than Tessa Blanchard. Like, what the fuck?
Oh.
I have not seen Tessa roughed up like this, John. That's a great point. We've seen Tessa in some battles, but nothing like this. Oh, there's the power. There's the power. Fine first. Momentum changing move by Tessa. Watch this from Tessa Blanchard. This running power bomb. Spine first into the steel post. And the knockout champion is back in control. Hover. Hooks the outside leg into that. Wow. Wow, I thought Tessa was in serious trouble. Great test of her fortitude to be able to come back. Now she's just
counter.
No, first was that abdominal stretch.
Oh shit.
Look at a handful of hair she's got holding up.
Damn. Oh my god. Josh Matthews.
So many great twists and turns in this match, just like there's so many great twists and turns in the movie I Know What You Did Last Summer. It immediately follows us here on Pop.
What the fuck?
Tragic accident.
Josh, shut up. We don't care about this freaking movie.
You're literally explaining about a movie that happened years ago.
Great match developing between these two.
Damn. Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Kaya.
Maybe for the first time becoming knockout champion, Tessa Blanchard is in real trouble, real danger, real peril. Hooks the leg, Tessa down, and the champion kicks out at 2. Match developing here. Again, the final impact before Bound for Glory on Sunday. We still look forward to this October. Including Chris Jericho, Rock and Wrestling, Rager at Sea. And all it started October 27th for ChrisJerichoCruise.com for more details.
Damn.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at Tessa Blanchard.
Huh.
Now she may be done.
Go finish her.
And she spiked her. Tessa into the cover. Nobody.
She makes it so devastating.
Tessa Blanchard victorious here tonight. And what a great effort by Tessa to turn it around and win in the Buzzsaw Team. And Tessa Blanchard buzzsaw her way through a victory on Sunday.
Damn, her spine is fucked up. Huh. A point went up. A point went up.
Just a few moments. DLGs, they will meet inside the ring.
Nah, I'm sorry. I still gotta give it a 2.
So,
This show really pissed me off tonight.
you know what? I you'll hear my rating after the show because I'm rearranging my thought processor.
And why the fuck is Josh Matthews still plugging I Know What You Did Last Summer when he just did that an hour ago?
Keep food fresh and save money with the Food Saver vacuum sealing system. Powerful vacuum technology keeps air out and prevents freezer burn, so food stays fresh up to 5 times longer. Food Saver, the fresh way to save.
Never fly first class. Ruins flying coach forever. That's exactly why you should never get Hulu. Flying TV plus tons of shows and movies that ruin TV.
All right, let me see something now.
I get how light bladder leaks can impact life.
All right, so the main event segment is the
Okay.
LXOGs.
8 matches are now set for Bound for Glory this Sunday.
Get a coupon at boys.com.
Today we're opening more than 150,000 locations called Domino's.
But yeah, we'll get to that after the show. When it comes to the do the preview. But my God, this show. Well,
If you've been injured in an auto accident,
2 faggots.
right ball firm is crucial. Don't wait. Call 8. No matter what type of accident,
Can't remember what else happened.
head-on, rear end, or T-bone, the attorneys at Solano and Barnes are ready to
Yeah,
That pissed me off.
And with their no-fee promise, you don't pay unless they win. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Don't wait. Call 8. Don't wait. Call 8. Star Cruiser Transportation.
yeah, because after that match, the second match, my points were all the way back, way down to 4 out of 10. And then with the Desi Hit Squad match, it didn't really change for me. And then the main event went down maybe like a little bit. And then the Tessa Blanchard match boosted it a bit. So it went down even more, and then it went back up a little bit.
I mean, the match was good though.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep a balance.
Like, at least we got some knockouts. Unlike that, the replay of the old school knockouts match. That only lasted. My God, like, why? You've been doing all this plugging about this GWN. You play the matches so long, and then we get to this point, and it's short, and it involves some knockouts.
Yeah, but before there were shows where they played like nearly the entire match. But this week they showed a pinfall.
This is Frank. This is Frank's favorite record.
Yeah, this company's weird when it pertains to their GWN.
How to set up a limited liability? What's that mean? Not so much. So he turned to his friends at LegalZoom and they hooked me up. We helped with this LLC, contract, and some other stuff that's part of running a business. So Frank can focus on the team. You hear that? This is Frank's Record Show, and this is where life meets legal.
All right, it's back. Oh, so the Summit better help my rating to boost it up.
Oh, we got 10 minutes left, so let's see what they do.
The OGs.
The ceasefire has been honored. Time to have a summit. Will they honor the ceasefire of the final impact before we get to New York City?
Let's go. We got 9 minutes left. Let's go. Yeah, buddy.
Let's go. I don't care.
Kind of.
The best part is, and the myth and the legend that is Conan. And now, here's a little history lesson for the idiots that don't like to watch or pay attention. Yeah, Conan, you put me on the game when you held me back. I made you like for you to make me king. You would have stepped aside no matter how many decided that you couldn't take it anymore. And you wanted decided to go on and leave or my mentor or Fernandez. And then when you decided that you couldn't take it anymore and you wanted to come back, you got these two young boys. They're not listening. Look at them. You trust these boys to help you out. You didn't move out the way. It's not my fault. You wouldn't move. You're an old dog. That needs to be shot in the back of the head and put out of its misery.
Damn, call him all yeller.
But again, I'm going to say you. And ever since then, we've been chasing you out, beating you down, embarrassing you, showing the world, showing your people that you gotta go. And in just a few short days, in my city, in New York, on the 14th of October, the world, I'm telling you right now, open it, because I am going to destroy everything you ever done. I'm going to destroy anything you ever worked for. You're the brand new baby boy. You're not going to be able to raise them. Because on the 14th it ends. And so does LAX and OG 730.
What's Hernandez doing?
No idea.
Like talking to the crowd or something.
Déjame explicarte algo, compa. A esa gente le vale lo que hiciste en Nueva York o quién eres en Nueva York. Aquí, pero estás en México.
Esa bandera que me robaste de mi oficina, no me la regresas. Le voy a decir a toda esa gente que se venga a venir y entre todos.
Esa bandera que me robaste de mi oficina y no me la regresas. Le voy a decir a toda esa gente que se venga a venir y entre todos te vamos a partir. ¡Toda tu madre!
Dale la madre.
Translation, baby nuts.
Huh?
All I have to do is
Listen to this. We had a street fight in Toronto, City, and I'm not advantage they perfected, and they were
with you. I dare you. Listen to this. We had a street fight in Toronto, 51-50. A street fight game. And they were undefeated in. But they took a big fight to the Giants. They never even know when I was driving them. And you couldn't live in that goodness, right? What you do? Middle of a ceasefire, you calm me out, you try to instigate me. You come into the office, and the office business of relaxation, and you disrespect the spot. The worst thing you did, the most disrespectful thing you take my mask, you burn it down, don't you? Right? Yes, I did. Disculpa que le tengo que hablar a este naco hediondo en inglés porque no entiende español.
You think you're slick. You think you're always one step ahead of me. Here's the problem. Every time you take one step, I take two, which means you're always one step behind.
So, you think you're slick. You think you're always one. Here's the problem. Every time you take one step, I take two, which means you're always one step behind me. All right? Yes. Figure it out, please. Here's the other thing. I raised you since you were a little boy. I was a father you never had. I validated you so you can't keep the game and just keep on game. As a matter of fact, I validated all three of you. So let me tell you something real quick.
Who's Hernandez talking to?
I don't know.
Those are made moves. Let me tell you something you about. There's a G code, right? All our predecessors lived by them. Kids, no families, no breaking truces. You violated two of them already. All right.
What?
Here's the message. The ceasefire, it ends right now.
Holy crap.
It's over. You're in a drop tank with one punch shot. What's gonna happen Sunday? What's gonna happen in New York City? We'll see you all and bow for glory. In the Brown Bell Raiders world, we consider one of the greatest. I know 2013 was so high. Every man was out there. In New York City, anniversary, brave reviews, those out proud, electric, top to bottom. Every man will walk out there. New York City, we're taking a step backwards. I'm going to take a lift. Walk out of that car. They're harder way to be there. You deliver. That's the bar high. So when you Johnny back, you want to be a fan, you want to be a national champion, so you're going to have to perform a lot of people never performed that. And if they hate you, I'm going to do better. I'm going to do no.
Watch Johnny Impact win the title. Just because of his name.
They're showing Ty Valkyrie and Johnny pictures with them together.
Which means Impact and Taya, well, Johnny and Taya, are going to win their respective matches to become champions of this company.
It's just a real couple in real life, and they just pretty much exploited that just now. It just might happen, but we'll talk about that more on the preview.
So what did I miss?
The first match was decent. It was Petey Williams, Trevor Lee, Puma, and Jack Evans. I think that's the guy's name is. It was a pretty
Yes.
good opening match with Petey. No smoke show tonight, which is
Disappointing. No Scarlet Bordeaux. But hey, at least that
Bullshit.
shows.
Oh, come on. That's bullshit. That's
Yeah.
show.
But at least that shows something about Scarlet Bordeaux on Instagram.
unless they it's not really a determination. They just had a match,
Yeah.
which pretty much makes the match meaningless. But other than that, it was pretty good. The second match, Grado
Oh, fuck.
versus you might not know who this is, Maximo. Maximo is a Hispanic fruitcake.
Oh, gosh.
He's a fruitcake. He has pink hair. He wears pink, and he's feminine.
Versus Grado, right?
Yeah. And it gets worse. During the match, Maximo was behind Grado, shaking his ass. It was just stupid. It gets worse from there. Maximo kisses Grado.
What the?
And that's how he won the fucking match. Are you kidding me? And it gets worse.
What could be worse than that?
They raised each other's hands, or they shook hands, and Grado kisses him back and walks out.
And on that note, I'm out.
Aside from that, the main event with Johnny Impact, Eddie Edwards, Falaba against Moose, Austin Aries, and Killer Cross. It wasn't really. There was a couple of cool spots, but aside from that, it wasn't like all that exciting. Especially with Falaba with most of the damn match, getting the offense over Killer Cross. And Moose and Austin Aries, he's getting the offense off those motherfuckers. But the heel team won that match. Aside from that, multiple video packages. Tessa Blanchard and Kaya, which I think that's what you saw as well. Pretty good. And LAX and OGs, the final segment. Pretty good back and forth before Bound for Glory. My overall rating, if Grado and Maximo match was just a regular match without the kissing and all the gay shit, this probably would have been a 6.5 out of 10. But considering that happened during the match, I took 6 points off. And then it somewhat gained back after the Tessa match and the LAX OGs match or segment. So my overall rating for the show, 3.5 out of 10. And that's me being nice. And what makes it even more stupid is that half of the matches that happen on the show have nothing to do with Bound for Glory this Sunday. Grado doesn't even have a match at Bound for Glory, but yet he has a match on Impact. And on top of that, against Maximo. And then they kiss. Fuck this show. I hope this never gets mentioned ever again on any Impact show ever again, aside maybe Bound for Glory, because it would just already been past it. But I don't want to remember this shit. I don't want to remember that segment because it ruined half an hour of the show for me. And then as the show went on, it wasn't really anything much special. And then Tessa had that match, and then the Alex OG's match boosted up a little bit. So just to say it again, because I think Robert had to step away. He didn't hear my rating. My rating for the show, 3.5.
3.5 out
of 10. Yeah. Ridiculous. This was the go home show tonight. Aside from a few good segments to end the show, but the other half of the show didn't give a fuck. Aside from the opening match.
What happened earlier? I'm giving this show a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, I didn't really miss much. Actually, we only saw the good part. You only saw the good parts of Impact tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Robert, take it away with your before we get to the preview of Bound for Glory this Sunday.
Okay, before I do, I gotta stretch my middle fingers here. I think I know. Yeah, I think you know where I'm going with this. I gotta stretch out my middle fingers for this. Impact Wrestling. Fuck you.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that tonight? This is your go home show for Bound for Glory 2018. This fucking Sunday coming up. What the fuck did you sell us to tune into this Sunday Bound for Glory for us to watch?
What a shitty go home show. From what I heard Christian describe, what a shitty go home show for Bound for Glory.
It sure was. Not to mention, during the show, they just announced during the show, Eli Drake is going to have a match this Sunday. What comes to his open challenge against anyone from New York.
Oh my gosh!
And then they also announced that Ali's going to face Su Young at Bound for Glory 2. And they try to sell the fact that remember folks, Ali versus Su Young this Sunday. They never mentioned it until tonight.
Yeah, because after what they did to Kira Hogan, they didn't even say anything.
They never said anything about it. They didn't mention it last week. There was no build-up of give us any signals that it's going to be Su Young versus Ali. And before these two matches were mentioned, the only matches that was going to be on the card for this Sunday's Bound for Glory were 6 matches. Basically, I guarantee you, they probably they didn't know what to do with Electric this for Bound for Glory after signing a new contract to be with them, and then seeing him on the way he's being booked afterwards. And then you got every Impact Wrestling show always got to be featuring Ali this, Ali that. Ali is doing this. Ali is doing that. Someone's got to be with Ali. Someone's got have Ali save the day and all this fucking nonsense. But it's all about fucking Ali. And on top of that, the show itself, like Christian said, there were a few matches that were on the show, which it's whatever. But out of those matches, one of the matches I fucking hated, Grado and Maxino, faggot match, fruity match, fruitcake shit. No place in wrestling at all. I'm fucking done with Grado for good now. After that, what he did, he immediately he's now become a fucking fruitcake.
Yeah, at first he was just trash. Now he's faggot trash.
Pretty much.
There was no Scarlett Bordeaux at ringside or at commentary. What comes to Petey Williams, Trevor Lee, Paul McLean, and Jack Evans. But they mentioned her, but she wasn't out there. Why was she not on the show? It's supposed to be about Scarlett Bordeaux finding someone for her to be with, and yet she's not even on the show.
I mean, you might as well have had the match at Bound for Glory to determine.
You know what the show was? This show was. That's what the show was, man. That's what the show was.
They took what could have been a good home show for Bound for Glory, and they flushed it right down the fucking toilet because of this shitty booking. Now the match itself, I thought the opening match was good. Then the second match was the drizzling shits. I checked out. I didn't give a fuck because I knew what it was going to be about. Because I know what Maximo's all about from Triple A. After seeing him from Triple Mania.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yes, go ahead, Nick.
Like, really, Impact, you're supposed to be selling me on buying the pay-per-view for Sunday. You did not sell me on buying the pay-per-view tonight.
Just for like a regular Impact Wrestling show that was not built up to anything. That was not
like really, you end the show with them just like fight with LAX and OGZ just fighting against each other. Like really, like really. That's how you end the show. That's how you end the show. That's how you end the show. For a go home show to a pay per view. What the fuck?
I'm all fired up. So, and also when it came to the Desert Hit Squad wrestling each other, that's whatever. It was just there. I thought the match was decent. But that had no place of why we should tune in for Bound for Glory. To send us home, to tune in for Bound for Glory this Sunday. The main event match. Well, I wasn't actually the main event match, but it was basically one of the main. They were selling that a main event. But anyways, Fallah Bahh. Who gives a fuck about Fallah Bahh? He's Fallah trash. He's getting all the offense. Match itself, I thought was boring. I'm sorry to say that when it comes to Austin Aries, when it comes to Killer Cross, when it comes to Johnny Impact, when it comes to Eddie Edwards, and also when it comes to Fallah Bahh, it made me want to just go to fucking sleep. Want me to skip this match? I thought the match was not that good. I mean, cool. She may have some good spots and all that, and Fallah Bahh. To me, he just comes off like a big dumb walking goof.
Yeah.
The guy's a fucking goon. He's fucking garbage.
That's how a lot of them are.
And then you got Tessa Blanchard wrestling on the show. And no Tyler Valkyrie coming out there. That was disappointing. But it was and the match that Tessa had with Kira, I thought that was good. Especially Kira getting her ass kicked in the match. But still, but that's what this match was all about. She's dominant. But and then get to the final. James Mitchell being confronted by Allie because Allie wants to sell her soul to James Mitchell to channel her evil side, or whatever, just so like she could rescue the souls of Kira Hogan, Madison Rain, Rosemary, and again, folks, she's gonna save the souls of those three that was put in the coffin by Sue Young. But how the fuck did Alice survive that? How the hell Alice survived it? And Rosemary, Kira Hogan, and Master Rain couldn't.
And
They,
also, how does she give away her soul? How's she gonna, you know, get the evil out of her when they try to do Allie pretend to be Rosemary and she couldn't even pull that off? Like what? Like what?
oh my
They're
god!
gonna have Allie put face paint on again?
Oh my god! I don't know. But and then finally the go home the home spot to end the show. For us to tune into Battle Glory. Shout out to King for at least telling us to buy the show because of the one match that's gonna be that is gonna be Soul Stealer next to OVE and the Lucha Brothers Brian Cage. LEX and the OGs. That's going to be, in my opinion, that's what's going to be a show stealer. Now, either it's going to happen in the arena or outside the arena. I think, in my opinion, I think it should be outside the arena, based on where the based on the location that they named after this match. Um, Either way, it's going to be an awesome match, and the King and shout out to King for that so at least for us to tell us on TV to order it. So shout out to him for that one. But as far as the show overall, what comes to this go home show for Bound for Glory, they they, they did a poor job to tell me the fact for me to tune in for Bound for Glory this Sunday. Now I'll still watch though. Unfortunately, I gotta work on that day. I don't know if I'm gonna be at home on time to watch it, but still, hopefully I will. I'm gonna try my best to do that. But still, but I'm still gonna watch the show. But whoa, this was rough. Um, and as far as but yeah, again, well, as far as telling me to watch Bound for Glory this Sunday, they did a poor job. They didn't have all the participants that they wanted to have on the show to give us reason to watch. Other than Rich Swann announcing his partner, which is going to be Willie Mack against Matt Sydal and Ethan Page, which it was not much of a build up, but to me it's more of a build up between Matt Sydal and Rich Swann. Um, Tessa Blanchard and Tyler Valkyrie, all they did was video package, and they didn't do anything to have those two to confront each other or whatever, what they do with OGs and LEX. Same thing with OVE, Brian Cage, and the Blucher brothers. And then the whole thing with Giant Impact versus Austin Aries, where it wasn't much of a build up until they started doing what they did last week, what goes to exchanging promos to each other. And on top of that, you added two more matches that was just announced tonight. So yeah, I stand by what I said before. 2 out of 10.
And also, I like how Taya really she's getting some of the Johnny Impact treatment as like she hasn't been
Mm-hmm.
around for a while, and yet she comes back and she gets a title shot.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, that's her returning match is a title match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the same similarity there.
And as far as Eli Drake, I kind of disagree when it pertains to plans for Eli Drake because I think because there have been talks about Chris Jericho coming to Impact, and there's been speculation of him being at Bound for Glory. I think they're gonna have Eli Drake against Chris Jericho. I think that's gonna be.
Let me,
I think it's gonna be. I think that's
let
what's
me get
gonna
back.
be.
Let me get back to you on that. Chris Jericho. Oh shit. It makes sense. That's definitely that's it makes sense because he's originally was born in New York.
Yeah, man, has it. Yeah.
Wow. yeah, people that say that Chris Jericho is Canadian. No, and I knew this a long time ago, but when it comes to Chris Jericho, based on what I think what he did on WWE television, which was with Big Show before, that he's not really from he wasn't really born in Canada, wherever he was actually born in the United States, in New York, something like that. I'm like, really? So I don't remember if at the time I looked it up, but once I looked it up, whenever I did at the time, I'm like, oh wow, well you know, Jericho was born in New York, but he's basically he's half American, half Canadian. But yeah, that's yeah, it kind of makes sense. I've been hearing that too about Chris Jericho going to Bound for Glory, and yeah, I think it's going to be Chris Jericho versus Eli Drake. And keep in mind, Eli Drake said anyone from you had to be from New York to wrestle me at Bound for Glory. That's what he said. And yeah, wow. Now they might try to swerve us, but we'll see. We'll see what they do with that. But I think it is. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Chris Jericho.
Damn, just imagine the promos back and forth between those two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, 2 out of 10, and the show was garbage.
And again, can't say I blame you. Yeah, because for me, if Grado and Maximo just had a match, and it turned out exactly the way it was, except aside from the kissing part, this would have been a 6.5. But considering that it did happen, I had to boost it down to 3 points. Well, I boosted down to 6 points, but it somewhat increased after those last two segments of the show.
This was poor build up. I mean, so a few matches were built up, but a couple of them was just poor build up. Yeah, Impact 2 out of 10.
All right, well, let's go ahead and pull up the Bound for Glory matches.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so for those of you who watch, yeah, we're going to be doing a Bound for Glory preview. So let's go through the matches.
Okay, here we go. So there are lists. The list of matches are 8 for Bound for Glory 2018. It's this Sunday. If you're in the eastern area, it's 8 o'clock. But for those from the Pacific area, it's 7 o'clock.
Okay.
And that's in the evening, by the way, folks. In case you wondering if this is another, But yeah, anyways, but yeah, Eli Drake versus to be announced, which was one of Eli Drake's open challenge thing, and it's got to be someone from New York. So yeah, we kind of talked about this already. It's gonna be after hearing about Chris Jericho might be on Heads Up for Glory, which is it'll be nice to see. It'll be nice to see that. So yeah, I think it's gonna be Chris Jericho. Now, if it wasn't, to me, if I didn't know about Chris Jericho, when it comes to him, rumors saying that he's going to be there. When it comes to Eli Drake versus someone from New York, my guess was either going to be Tommy Dreamer. And other than that, I don't know who else to think of other than the Brooklyn Brawler.
Bully Ray.
Bully Ray, yeah.
I mean, at first, I will say I was thinking Tommy Dreamer, but then again, I'm like, okay, why would you come back to face Eli Drake of all people? And then I just remembered. I think it was either it was Josh Matthews or Don Callis who mentioned Chris Jericho.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh, okay. And the talk of him coming to Impact at Bound for Glory, and then knowing that he's lived in New York, that might be Y2J.
So yeah, And if it's Chris Jericho, obviously he's winning. Unless Electric goes over, but I doubt that. I doubt that. I mean,
yeah, have him debut and then lose. I don't know. Yeah.
And on top of that, look how they're treating Electric right now. So it wouldn't fucking surprise me if he loses.
Yeah.
All right. So Nick, what do you think about this? If you're anywhere around,
Hello?
I guess you had to step away. But yeah, whenever Nick comes back, I guess you can let us know, about that one. But the next match is another match was announced tonight: Ali versus Su Young. Now, what pertains to this match, it's just a singles match. But I could have swore that it was gonna be a coffin match. Well, I don't know, but
Well, not just a regular match.
I guess yeah. Basically, what I'm seeing here is just a regular match. So, and as far as Ali, because again, it's gotta be all about Ali, and she's going to enchant her demon. I guess she's going to sell her soul to Father James Mitchell. We're probably going to see the She Abyss
Oh god.
with the mask, with the outfit, in a sexy, I guess in a sexy way that she can. And she's going to challenge Monster Abyss. Oh, and like,
It's gonna be she couldn't even pull off Rosemary. What makes me think she's gonna pull off Abyss?
oh my god, what were they going to do with it? It's going to be trash.
We already have a female Abyss. She's called Rosemary. Damn it.
Oh my god. But as far as the matches, for who I think is gonna win, Ali, because it's all about saving the souls of Kira Hogan, Rosemary, and I don't think it's gonna happen, but Madison Rain, if it's possible.
Yeah, I think there's probably going to be some shenanigans that's going to affect the results of this match.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably like a return of Rosemary or Kira Hogan or Master Ray, or all three of them, and that
I,
cost Su Young the match.
I wonder how they're gonna set this whole thing up too. And on top of that, you got the young dead bridesmaids that could be involved too.
I mean, this Sunday at Bound for Glory needs to be the return of Rosemary. It needs to be.
Yep, exactly.
She's been gone for a long time. Last time she appeared, she was in a casket, and a burning casket. So it makes perfect sense.
Otherwise, what was the point of this?
Right.
Unless Su Young wins and puts Ali in the coffin, and that means Su Young controls the Knockouts division, and Ali's soul is Ali, Rosemary, Kier Hogan, and Madison Ray's soul is locked up away by Su Young for good, unless Ali tries to escape again.
Which makes no sense for her to be the only survivor, but
because it's all about Ali. We can't get enough for Ali. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Ali to win.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna. I don't feel like it's gonna be a clean victory. If it's gonna be a clean victory, there's gonna be some shenanigans involved with the bridesmaids and the returns that I mentioned already. So, which would make the most sense? I mean, Ali being Su Young clean and then nothing happens, like that would just be meaningless.
All right. Nick, are you there? Okay. All right, continue. Another match was announced. Well, I want to say I want to say tonight, but last week it was announced. But Matt Sydal and Ethan Page versus Rich Swann, and announced tonight being Rich Swann's partner, Willie Mack.
Yeah, buddy.
And Yep. Well, as far as Willie Mack, I've seen him wrestle a lot and Lucha Underground. He just called the Mac. Pretty good wrestler, very athletic too, by the way. What pertains to his size, and I can't wait to see this. I can't wait to see how this match turns out. I mean, I'm not gonna say, I'm not gonna say here and tell you guys it's gonna be a match of the night or it's gonna be a great match. I think it's gonna be decent.
Yeah.
Now, as far as who's gonna win, I would say they're gonna have Rich Swann and Willie Mack win, obviously. They're not gonna just have them lose unless they want to push this heel tag team of Macedon and Ethan Page, especially when it comes to Ethan Page. So,
Yeah,
but
he
I'm
just
gonna
got
go.
there too, so
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna go Rich Swann and Willie Mack for the win, and that's my thoughts on it.
yeah, I would say the same thing. I think the baby faces will probably go over in this match.
Hmm.
Unless they have like the heels go over and then continue on with the feud. Um,
It could be, it could happen.
yeah, but as far as who, I still think that the baby faces are gonna go over in this match.
Hmm. All right. Um, I'm gonna skip this one match. I'll get to that match. I'll get back to that match later. I want to skip ahead to Eddie Edwards versus Moose. It's just a regular singles match. I thought it was gonna be like some type of grudge match or at least a hardcore match. But I guess they want to say that for OVE. One against Lucha Brothers and Brian Cage. But we'll get to that though. But yeah, Eddie Edwards versus Moose. Um, hmm. I think Eddie Edwards gonna win. I'm just gonna say it. I'm just saying it as this. I'm just gonna call it as this. I think Eddie Edwards is gonna win this match. Not just because Moose the way he's carrying himself right now with the outfits that he's wearing, and then the way he did, what comes to touching his own nuts. Um, I mean the match is so I think it's gonna be good. Oh my god, but yeah, that was cringe. But but yeah, I think the match is gonna be good, and I think Eddie Edwards is gonna win here. He's gonna get the win on Moose, to get redemption for what Moose did for betraying Eddie Edwards. When it comes to betraying friendships, I guess. And that's my thoughts.
First of all, I think this match should have been a no DQ match at least,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at
because
least I'm
in a
team.
way, it does not make any sense for your best friend to turn on you and then get your wife involved and not have some sort of stipulation. It's just gonna be a regular match. Uh, as far as who I think is gonna win, uh, damn. A part of me feels like Moose is gonna win this. Either to like continue with the feud or have like his wife get involved, and then which will cost Eddie Edwards a win. I feel like this is the route they're going.
They might do Alicia Edwards heel turn on and Eddie Edwards.
Yeah, I feel like some way she's going to be involved in this match. Even though Eddie Edwards, saved her from wherever the fuck with that whole with that whole scene, the
And
interrogation.
yeah, and on top of it, you got Killer Cross who's gonna be involved during that match. So
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I feel like because like who's gonna be on Eddie Edwards' corner? Johnny Impact. He's got a title shot.
he's got a title shot. Oh wait a minute, there's always Fallout Trash. And maybe the return of KM. Oh fuck.
I feel like, and I hope now that Moose wins because if Falaba like I don't care what, like I've given Moose crap, for the way he's been dressing, the way he's been acting, but if it comes with these terms, I hope Moose wins because first of all, Killer Cross is in his corner, and also if Eddie Edwards were to have Falaba in his corner, I would hope that Moose would win. Even though I like Eddie Edwards more than I do Moose, but with these circumstances, I hope Moose wins. But I think Moose is going to win anyway when it pertains to that match.
All right. Okay. So now we get to the next match. OVE, where it pertains to Sammy Callahan, David J. Crest versus Brian Cage, and the Lucha Brothers, where it pertains to Phoenix and Pentagon Jr. in the OVE rules match. Hey, you know what that means? Hardcore match.
Oh yeah.
So this match is gonna happen. Obviously it's gonna happen in the arena. Uh, so when it comes to OVE rules, it reminds me of what Raven did back in WCW. Raven's rules.
Oh yeah.
So this match is going to be obviously it's going to try to do it where they can to steal the show in this match. It's going to be a lot of high fire spots, a lot of hardcore, shots. And when it comes to what weapons they decide to bring in. And the best part about this match is that the X-Division title is not on the line because Brian Cage is the X-Division champion. By the way, Impact Wrestling. What the fuck? This is what happened when you put a belt on Brian Cage. When it lost the X-Division, there's no X-Division match on here to get to.
I mean, there's only one X Division match on the show, and that's Saito and then again that's a tag match, so.
Mm-hmm.
But
either way,
X Division,
they gotta do some X-Division spots though. but yeah, the match itself, I think this match is gonna end up being a show stealer. And as far as who should win, so basically, OVE won last year against LEX.
yeah, this is kind of a tough one.
Yeah, it's kind of a tough one here. I mean, I want to see, OVE. I want to see OVE go over, but then again, I want the other guys. Damn it, man. I mean, I'm looking forward to the match though, but damn it, man, it's hard for me to pick this one. Who needs it more? Well, yeah, I'm gonna go with who needs it more, and who needs it more is Brian Cage, Phoenix, and Pentagon Jr. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with those guys, Brian Cage and the Lucha Brothers to go over. They appear on Impact Wrestling this past year so far. And they got OVE that's been there since last year. But if they win, I won't be mad if they win. Because they still they'll be 2-0 for what comes to being undefeated in Bound for Glory, sort of. But then again, But anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna go with Brian Cage and Lucha Bros to go over here. And again, this match should be match. I guarantee it's a good match. It's going to see the show because of all the spots that's going to be taking place in this match. So and that's my thoughts.
As far as who I want to win, I don't really care who wins. But when it pertains to who needs it more, well, considering OVE has lost Sammy Callahan specifically, him losing matches. I mean, Brian Cage, he's somewhat undefeated,
Mm-hmm.
somewhat. Um,
Never been pinned, never submitted.
right. But as far as who I think will win, I believe that I think the baby faces are going to go over on this one as well. But I wouldn't be surprised if they had OVE win this. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that's kind of a tough one too.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Who knows? I might even switch. I might even switch. Um, but you know what? I'm gonna go with OVE in this one. Actually, I changed my mind.
Oh, all right, all right.
Because that's the thing with Impact. They'll kind of swerve you with certain matches.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like this might be another swerve. But we'll see.
All right. And I'm gonna skip this other match too. I'll say that one for last because that's the match I'm skipping right now is the main event. The other match I want to mention is another 6-man match, and this could happen either way, either in the arena or outside of the arena, where it involves LAX, where it pertains to Conan wrestling, um,
Hmm.
Santana and Ortiz versus the OGs, where it pertains to Kane, Homicide, and Hernandez in this Concrete Jungles death match. Now, and the reason why that match is named that like that is because it's a location that's near the the venue that they're going to be at. When it comes to where it's going to be taking place in Queens, um, where it could happen at that location at Concrete Jungle. But if it doesn't happen there, which to me it will be disappointing because after looking up this basically looking up the name alone, and then seeing oh it's a place, okay. So I say to myself, okay, so maybe they're gonna do they could do a match outside of the arena, at that location. But after hearing tonight, you know, basically what comes to Conan, saying something about with the crowds, are fully behind LAX, and then he say one word, he's gonna have them go after King for what he did and all that. What pertains to their feud. So I'm saying, myself, wait a minute, does he mean like in the arena, or does he mean there could be some fans that's gonna be at that place? They're gonna that they might do it at. So either way, but basically what comes to the OGs versus LAX, I've been loving this feud ever since they King involved with the whole disappearance of Conan, and also the disappearance of Diamante, by the way, was the fucking Impact Wrestling, and
Yeah,
then
where
she
is
shows up.
she?
Yeah, and then they have her show up, just do a backstage segment, and they have her show up at ringside, or let alone even be involved LDX and OG's matches. Where is she? Yeah, I mean I know where she is, but Impact Wrestling, what was she? What was she's one of those victims that Su Young target to put in the coffin
Oh,
that we don't know of yet. Oh my god! But anyways, but either way, but basically the point is this feud is one of my favorite feuds so far, next to Eddie Edwards and Sammy Callahan, what pertains to Impact Wrestling. Uh, and the reason why I say that is because when it comes to the OGs and LAX, they've been, it's all about gang war. It's like the Blood versus the Crib, or whatever gang names that anyone could think of what pertains to this gang names versus this other gang's name, whatever. like or you could say like I don't know, um the trolls versus the asylums. you know,
Yeah.
yeah, basically that's what I mean. But yeah, I'm for those from the hood, the ghetto, whatever. Yeah, yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
That's the type of feud I love that I'm into when it involves LEX versus the OGs. And either way, I think this match is going to be next to OVE rules match. This match is also going to be a show stealer. House is going to steal the show. I have no idea, but they could be very. I know they're going to be very creative with this one, and I'm very intrigued to see what Conan can do. Out way past his prime to see what he could do in this match. And as far as who I want to win, LAX,
Yeah.
and that's my thoughts.
That would be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool for. Yeah, so this is not gonna. This is gonna take place in the streets, basically.
They might do something with that. I mean, it wasn't fully they gonna do it, like they did before when we saw their match on on a random Impact Wrestling show that LEX and OGs were fighting each other in the streets and it obviously ended with LEX winning, but um, who knows what they're gonna do with this. Maybe they'll do like what they did from 2016's Battle for Glory, where pertains to the Broken Hardys versus Decay, where they start in the ring and all of a sudden they start fighting outside of the arena or venue, and then they go to that place. Maybe they'll do that. Who knows? Like I said, they could do anything. They could be very creative with. They'll probably come up something very creative with this. And it depends. Based on how King is telling people to buy the pay per view because of this match, just to see what they could do. You never know. You never know what they might do. What pertains to this match.
Because here's my thing. Because last time they faced off, um, as far as like a big match between these guys, you remember that certain dumb fuck in the comments who spoiled the outcome of that match?
Oh,
It ended up becoming LAX one. I feel this time is going to be the OGs to end this feud.
hmm.
To be like somewhat of like a passing of the torch type of thing with Conan and King. I feel like that's where they're heading with this.
Well, they have been talking about this, and based on how King's been talking about it too. Wow.
Yeah, I feel like the type of like father has taken control of the land or of the world or whatever, and he passes the torch on to his son. I think this is going to be that type of situation as far as the results, the outcome.
And they gotta have Diamante involved this time.
Yeah, make her. Let's see if she'll return.
Mm-hmm.
And
But
get involved a little bit in the knockouts division.
yeah, exactly. Instead of showcasing Ali too much.
More than a champion, like really? More than a champion. Oh. All right, let's get to the
Okay.
matches.
The other two matches that I skipped because it's obviously going to be predictable, and I say that word very loosely. But let's get to this one, and then I'll get to the real main event of it too. Impact Knockouts Championship. The Knockouts champion Tessa Blanchard versus the challenger who just came back, Taya Valkyrie.
She's not even came back, really, because she hasn't even made an appearance in the ring or at the show or at the arena. I mean, there was like a little snippet, but her actual return is gonna be at Bound for Glory, and what the fuck, man.
And folks, here's the reason why this is happening. Because Taya Valkyrie made a pleasing case that Tessa Blanchard went through every knockouts in the knockout locker room, except for Taya Valkyrie.
And Rosemary. But anyway.
Yeah. And when it pertains to Taya Valkyrie not being there, which is they did an angle where it pertains to Taya Valkyrie versus Kiera Hogan at the time, where Kiera Hogan basically hurt Taya Valkyrie in the match, where she couldn't continue to wrestle, and basically that was Kiera Hogan's win over Taya Valkyrie, because Tessa Blanchard attacked Kiera Hogan, causing a DQ. And basically that's also a way, basically also a way to write off Taya Valkyrie off TV, because she's going to get married to another to someone that we'll get to later. Happy, good for them too, by the way. But still, and now she's back, and now she's wanted to take her rightful spot to being in the knockouts. And the way always for her to do that is to become the Impact Knockouts champion, and the way to do it is to go up against the champion, which is Tessa Blanchard.
Trifling.
Mm-hmm. And the reason why I say it's predictable, folks, is because Tessa Blanchard has been looking strong as a Knockouts champion, and Taya Valkyrie is coming back, and we all know how Taya Valkyrie is being pushed on TV as well. What pertains to her going up against Rosemary at one point, and also dominated the Knockouts division during that time as well. Even though she lost a few against Rosemary, but she was still booked strong, in a conceivable way. And then we go, once we get to Bound for Glory, don't be surprised, folks, but Taya Valkyrie is going to become the next new Impact Knockouts champion. Now, am I going to be mad at that? A little bit, because she came back and she's already being awarded of a title shot, even though she hasn't been on TV for that for a while, and she's going to get her championship coronation when she beats Tessa Blanchard this Sunday on Bound for Glory. And that's my thoughts about that.
Yeah, another match that's just randomly placed. What it pertains to Tessa Blanchard, she's like Rob alluded to, her being booked strong as a champion. And then Taya Valkyrie all of a sudden just cutting a promo in Mexico, saying, "Oh, you've gone through everybody except for me, and I'm coming for your belts," even though she never earned it. But I guess since she's royalty, I mean, she just
Lucha royalty
randomly gets a title shot. But
and what pertains to Impact Wrestling, in Knockouts division, she's Knockouts royalty, I guess, or Knockout royalty, whatever,
for a couple of reasons, but I believe Taya will win the championship. And I'll explain more why when it pertains to the next. But when it pertains to this,
and this wouldn't be a problem when it pertains to Taya Valkyrie if she was there, more often.
And also she's affiliated with.
Yeah, but no, she came back, and now she gets a title shot after cutting her promo, while even having any matches. But with that being said, now we move on to the main event. That's gonna obviously end the show. is the Impact World Championship. The Impact World Champion Austin Aries versus Johnny Impact. Just what pertains to Johnny Impact, ever since he made his debut on Impact Wrestling last year, you know, it's there going by either by John Hennigan or at least Johnny Mundo, based on how they did it last year too. No, they decided to bring him in to be called Johnny Impact, named after their television show and after the company Impact. If that doesn't scream, we're fully behind this guy. He's going to be the focal point. He's going to be the guy. Let's name him Johnny Impact to make for you people to let you know that he's our guy. He's going to be the one leading the charge for Impact Wrestling for years to come. But and on top of that, the way he was being booked and everything, he overcomes everything. He's winning matches from left to right, and he's always been and whenever he doesn't win a match, he's always protected in those losses. They and then what pertains this year. Well, also what comes last year too. He was in the main event of Bound for Glory last year against Eli Drake for the world title. Didn't get the job done, and he's getting it again this year after being away from that angle that Congo Kong and Jimmy Jacobs taking him out. And it was Race Right that did that too, because he went to get married too to someone that I mentioned too who took it out as well to get married. Johnny Impact and Tyler Valkyrie got married. They tied the knot. They are now a married couple, and now they're both back. Tyler Valkyrie gets a title shot for the Knockouts Championship, and then you got Johnny Impact who came back, who won a couple matches from Slammiversary, and then against Petey Williams, I believe. I don't remember if it was against Petey Williams, or I think it was. I don't remember who it was that he wrestled in, on Impact Wrestling. By one match basically. And then he wanted to go after Kong Kong. I think I remember now. I think it was Phantasma. He beat. I remember. But anyways, the point is, Johnny Impact has won 2 matches so far, and he wants to go after Kong Kong, and he went to Kong Kong. Get some revenge against him. And then the whole thing with Kong Kong and Johnny Impact, the feud between those two, which never really it really didn't go anywhere because Johnny Impact at a random pool party gets attacked by Kong Kong. Then he overcomes it. Basically fights back, throws Kong Kong into a pool, and a week later, he basically tells the Impact World Champion Austin Aries, "Hey, I'm getting a title shot against you at Bound for Glory."
Where free Conga Kong. Anyway. So
the next time anyone wants a title shot in Impact Wrestling, that's what you gotta do. If you're in a feud of Congo Kong, and if he attacks you at a random pool party, just throw him in the pool, and then the Impact Wrestling will grant you a title shot at whatever show, either Impact Wrestling or Bound for Glory or Slammiversary or either way. Like, come on. Yeah. I mean, obviously they've been telegraphing Johnny Impact's gonna get another shot anyways. Here's the thing. Either it's going to be Moose or Johnny Impact. I said to myself at the time, it was either going to be Moose or Johnny Impact, one of those two. They already did with Moose earlier for Slammiversary, so that was tricked out. All we need now was Johnny Impact to make his return, and sure enough, that's what they did. And I knew it. I knew there was going to be Johnny Impact that was going to get that title shot. It just came out of nowhere. I'm going. You and I are going to face each other at Bound for Glory for the title. Like, wow. You really are telegraphing that Johnny Impact is the guy. and they want and this company it's going to stop at nothing until he is going to be the guy when he becomes the Impact World Champion. And folks, and I said before, it was predictable when it comes to the Impact Knockouts Championship. Ty Valkyrie is going to win it. And when it comes to the Impact World Championship, the main event itself, Johnny Impact is winning that belt. And the married couples of Ty Valkyrie and Johnny Impact are going to rule the Impact Wrestling Kingdom.
Now, if they were smart, they would have both of them turn heel that night. Because really, Ty Valkyrie and Johnny Impact as the wedding, as the couple, and by the way, they exposed that tonight. They're them taking pictures and
They did.
together and all that stuff.
They did.
It would make sense, the most sense, because is really people gonna, go along with this? I mean, come on, like, the matches haven't even happened yet, and I'm already sick and tired of it. I'm already tired. It hasn't even started yet.
Mm-hmm.
But if they were to have Johnny Impact become the champion and Tyler to be champion, I would have both of them as the heel couple of Impact. If it were up to me.
They don't mention that they're even a thing. They're not they don't mention that at all. I mean, they'll show pictures, but they don't even acknowledge that Impact and Tyler are dating, and blah blah blah, and they're married now. They don't even mention that, but they'll show it on the show there, but they won't mention it.
Until now. And why? Because they're going to become the champions. And honestly, if both of them were to lose, if that's okay, if Tessa beat Taya, I wouldn't be as shocked. Because if they're going to continue with Tessa being, the dominant champion, it wouldn't surprise me if she beats Taya. Even though her returning and then just losing, but at the same time, it wouldn't be as surprising to me. But if they have Johnny Impact lose again after he lost to Eli Drake last year, that would be shocking to me.
The problem with Giant Impact for me is they brought him in, but by giving him the name Johnny Impact, where he's overcoming the odds, he's always winning matches. He never loses a match unless he's unless because something happens where he's distracted, protected, not clean, always got to be having an excuse. I mean, I mean, if his name was like a Johnny Edge, I'm just throwing something out there, like
Johnny
if he was Johnny, Johnny Edge, Johnny Blaze, Johnny Flames.
Was he called Johnny Blaze at one point?
Nah, it was Johnny. It was just Johnny Nitro.
But remember when he was Eric Bischoff's assistant?
Yeah, it was Johnny Nitro, because at the time they want to give him that WCW Monday Nitro theme music. That's why.
I could have sworn he called himself Johnny Blaze.
I think it's a. If I'm mistaken, I thought it was a TV show.
No, there was a promo. There was like a backstage segment with him, Eric Bischoff, and Stone Cold, when Stone Cold was the sheriff at the time, and he tried to shake his hand, Johnny Blaze, and then Stone Cold was like, basically, fuck you. I could have sworn he called himself Johnny Blaze before he became Johnny Nitro. You know, with Mercury and Melina.
All right, here's the list of names. So, oh my god, Johnny uh, Johnny Hennigan. John Hennigan. Oh wow, yeah, Johnny Blaze. I think you're right. I think you're right. Well, if I guess you can call him that now. But yeah, Johnny Impact, Johnny Mundo, Johnny Nitro, Johnny Onyx, Johnny Spade, Johnny Superstar. What the fuck, man? What's all these names?
Johnny Spade. Johnny Superstar.
Holy shit!
Well,
But yeah, you could call him Johnny Cage. Oh, I'm sorry, that name's is taken. More comeback.
yeah, they already have Brian Cage, so.
Yeah, it's not that you got Brian Cage already, but yeah, you could call him Johnny Edge, Johnny Flames, um, Johnny Mercury. You know, because playing Mercury.
Johnny Mercury.
They could call him Johnny Cruz. You know, since you want to portray him as as he's from Los Angeles, California, which probably they don't mention that. He's from Stanton, USA. But yeah, you could call him Johnny Cruz. Well, you could say he's he's a movie star just like Tom Cruise. You know, because he has that look and all that. I'm not saying I'm not saying he looks like Tom Cruise. No, I'm not saying that. But yeah, you couldn't give him those type of names. But Johnny Impact, come on, you're basically telling us on TV that by naming him Johnny Impact, the show is all about him. It's gonna be it's the Johnny Impact show. He's gonna be the guy that we're gonna be pushing. He's gonna be the guy that we're relying on. He's gonna be the guy that's gonna get it's gonna get these opportunities. He's the guy, and we're gonna prove it by showcasing it and exploiting it by having him win all these matches by overcoming all the odds, and if he lose, it's because he sneezed or he slipped on the ropes and he got distracted and he tripped. He got hurt. You know, all the excuses in the book, all the fucking excuses in the book. He's getting that John Cena, Roman Reigns, Charlotte Flair push.
Which kind of surprises me how that he lost last year to Eli Drake, because because before that we were talking about, man, I think Eli Drake is gonna drop the title to Johnny Impact. Because they were hyping him up at the time too.
Yep, but they didn't pull a trigger because of a Patron. Oh, Johnny Impact didn't win because
because
it's always got to be a because. What's going to happen this Sunday? What comes to Bound for Glory? Now here's the thing: Austin Aries, he said on the last week on his promo, no Moose, no Killer Cross. Doesn't mean that he's got someone coming up his up his sleeve. So I don't know if Johnny Impact doesn't get the job done against Austin Aries, it's because someone new is going to come to have beef with Johnny Impact, and then Johnny Impact's going to have an excuse like, oh wait, Austin Aries, I thought you need help for you to beat me and all that, and then Austin Aries is going to play, he's going to he's going to cover up and say, I don't know who that guy is. He doesn't work for me. Blah, 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 blah. Like, it's going to be something like that. But if Austin Aries does win, thank God. If he does win like that. But at the same time, they're still protecting this guy, Johnny Impact. But as far as this match is, I think this match is going to be good. Hopefully, by Johnny Impact's part, it'll be good. But I know he would. But hopefully, he doesn't slip on the top rope like he did last year. Not Bound for Glory though. But I remember last year watching his match. He slipped the rope on the ropes at one point. Like, oh, because the rope was slippery. Oh my god! But anyways, but yeah, if Johnny Impact wins, that's basically Impact Wrestling telegraphing that we're gonna roll with this guy because Johnny Impact is Yeah, he's got the look. He's got he's very athletic and all that, which he is. Yeah, he's good. I'll get that. He's good. But yeah, the problem I have with him, again, he's named after Impact Wrestling. He's named after Impact Wrestling, and that's a problem with me. Despite the fact of how he's being booked, it's the name that is the reason why I hate this character. Johnny Mundo would have been fine. I would have been fine if they would have just brought him in as Johnny Mundo, but instead they brought him in as Johnny Impact. But yeah, Johnny Impact's gonna win the belt, folks. It's gonna be predictable. He's gonna win the belt. Like it or not, I'm not gonna like it, but you know what? We'll see how he runs with the ball with that one. I'll tell you one thing. Austin Aries has been doing one hell of a job of run the ball of being world champion. He's done before, and he's doing it again. Years later. And now it's going to be Johnny Impact's turn, and we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, Johnny Impact's going to win, folks. So if any of you disagree, you think your thoughts about that too. But yeah, and that's my thoughts of it.
The thing, and by the way, to the people, hopefully they haven't, people in the chat haven't left, because
George by the way.
Yeah, George showed up. I'll read all your guys' comments right after we're done with our thoughts on the pay-per-view. The thing with Johnny Impact is it's just the and like we criticize John Cena, we criticize Roman Reigns in WWE when it pertains to and Triple H as well. Now it's Charlotte Flair. Robert's talking about Charlotte Flair. Just with the oversaturation with these guys, like they overrate and they exaggerate their bookings. Like and for Johnny Impact, there have been times where they've made him somewhat like a Superman type booking. With Johnny Impact, he's fighting the entire Aries group with Austin Aries, and he's super kicking Aries, he's super kicking Moose, he's super kicking Cross, he's super kicking everybody, like that type of stuff. And then with Austin Aries, faking that injury, he sneak attacks Johnny Impact, which I don't have a problem with him sneak attacking. But Johnny Impact fighting over that too and getting the upper hand on Austin Aries. Even though he cheap shot at him with the belt, it's like, or tried to with the belt, but with the mic, it's the oversaturation sometimes with the booking that turns fans, that throws away, fans' minds, because once you overbook a certain wrestler, people are gonna either get sick and tired of that wrestler if it goes too long, or like they're gonna be annoyed with how they're being booked because the way they book them. But as far as who I think is gonna win this match, I have to agree with you. Considering Johnny Impact lost last year's Bound for Glory, I believe he will win this. I believe he'll win this time. I think they're confident now in Johnny Impact when it pertains to and plus El Patron isn't there really, unless they have Chris Jericho, screw Johnny Impact too or something. I doubt it. I wouldn't doubt like they had Jericho do double duty when it pertains to the show or whatnot. Face Eli Drake and then help Austin Aries, with Johnny Impact and this and the other. Anything is possible. But as far as my prediction of who's gonna win the title or retain or regain or whatever, I think Johnny Impact will. I think this is his time now. Not how I feel about him being his time, but I think like the company believes that in Johnny Impact that he could be champion, and however long he'll be champion, they're gonna run with him as champion. So
Yeah, I forgot about that by the way. That giant impact super kicking Aries and then Killer Cross and then Moose. Oh my god! And that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
and that was the spot where they took out Giant Impact off of TV again. And I called it
yeah,
too by the way at the time too. I called it that when they took him out, when they did that spot to take him off of TV, I'm like he's gonna be gone for 1 week and then the next week he's gonna come back, and I was right.
yeah. And like not only the booking of Johnny Impact, but his character as well. Like I like it. It's been basically his entire the most of his career
Mm-hmm.
with his gimmick and the whole flamboyant and the highlight reel and stuff and it's Johnny Impact. It's John Morrison. It's Johnny Mundo. It's the same. You know.
I wouldn't find they were just calling John Hennigan.
Yeah. And I guess now they know why they don't call him Johnny Blaze because he was called Johnny Blaze back in WWE. So
Yeah, for a brief time. Yeah.
yeah, and his character was somewhat kind of goofy at the time. Um, but yeah, so let's go ahead and read the comments. Word up, Mr. Rick and Jay. Better late than never. Yeah. All right. I have no problem with Taya winning the Knockouts title, but Johnny Impact being in the main event about for glory. Basically, he has a problem with that. What are your thoughts on about tonight's Impact? I thought it was a good show. Uh, it wasn't the worst show of all time, but there was just many things that threw me off. I'm gonna speak for myself that like threw me off. Um, I think the second half of the show, uh,
All
was
about Alley.
decent. It was decent. Well, aside from the alley stuff, but she didn't cut a promo or a match. So to me, I feel to a certain degree it doesn't count. I mean, it counts because it happened, but I don't count that as much. For me personally, for me personally, it's the wrestling matches or the talking segments in the ring. For me, um, the first half though, aside from the opening match, the Grado and the Grado match and the Maxine match, it it threw me off for I don't know maybe my judgment towards the show it threw it for that one segment it just threw me off and how just bad it was it made me it somewhat ruined parts of the rest of the show for me but I mean that's how I feel when it pertains to the show. But if you I mean, I'm glad you found enjoyment somewhat with the show. More power to you. To be honest, I could tolerate Johnny Impact more than any other guys, but that's just me. Okay. Uh, Todd Tate. Todd Tate, if you're watching, I didn't read your message or your comments, so it's okay if you type it again because it's deleted. Um, so I don't know what you said. So if you want to go ahead and type it again. George, here's another one too. Impact took the pin tonight. Took the pin tonight on the Go Home show, showing you that he's winning at the pay per view. Yeah, that someone gave it away as well.
Yep, exactly. That's wrestling's formula every time.
But we can guarantee the best price on their price.
Uh, George responded back to Todd saying, "No offense to you and Robert, but fuck NXT."
Wait, Todd watches NXT.
Okay. So I'm assuming Todd. George, can you message? Can you type in what Todd said, or Todd, if you're there, what did you say? Because
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what you said where it pertains to NXT. I don't know what Todd said.
yeah, well, I want to hear what Todd said about why George said that fucking NXT for.
Yeah.
I think you know, I mean, I could be wrong, but I just want to know. I just want to know why. Was this something that NXT did this week?
Yeah, George. If you're there, tell. What did Todd say before we close the show?
I mean, I understand Velveteen Dream was on the show, but for say just you know, it was just on one segment. That was it.
When is the third person in this?
And he didn't do anything that fruity. So
Yeah,
right.
you literally have you literally have two dudes making out on the show tonight, which was trash. Anyway.
Okay.
Todd said WWE NXT is awesome, but me, I'm not a fan of NXT. Oh.
Okay.
That's how he feels. But this is an Impact Live reaction, so
Yeah.
why are you bringing up NXT? No offense.
I mean, that's good, Todd. That you think NXT is a good show. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with Impact, but I was not saying NXT was awesome. I just said it was a good show. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. This week's show was
Oh,
really
he's
good.
talking about the episode. Oh, he's talking about what happened on NXT recently. Okay.
Yeah, that show was good. Maybe because of the main event.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay, that I take back what I said then.
Yeah. But yeah. There you go. Let's talk about unless anyone else in the comments has anything to say as well. And Maximo, Grado, that was trash. That had no place on the show. It was just.
Now here's for and George, since you're watching, my thing with tonight's show, if Grado and Maximo didn't fucking get on their hands and knees and blow each other's dicks on the fucking match, even though it didn't happen, I'm just exaggerating. If they just had their match and just like without the whole homoerotic bullshit, this would have been a 6.5 out of 10 for me. But since it happened, 3.5. It just ruined. It just the vibe just went really low at that point in the show for me.
I would give it a 5 if it was like gay shit.
Yeah.
But no, I still kept it as a 2 out of 10.
Yeah. I'm sorry, man. When it pertains to gay stuff in wrestling, I just can't tolerate it. I just can't.
There has no place in wrestling. I'm sorry. If you guys can't handle that, for those who do enjoy that in wrestling, to me that has no place in wrestling. The wrestling I grew up watching does not have that type of shit going on in and back in those days. Not even old school wrestling. I'm not talking about the 90s. I'm talking about old school wrestling from the 80s, the 70s, the 60s. Those type of wrestling has no place in wrestling when it comes to doing gay shit.
Yeah, that's my standards when it pertains to if there's something really just because it's like again I don't have an issue with gay people, if that's who they are and that's how they're born and they can't
Which is fine.
that's who they are.
Keep it to yourselves. Don't don't exploit it on while you're in a wrestling match or in a wrestling program.
And also what irritated me about that segment was the crowd too,
Yep,
because
they
the
put that shit
crowd
over.
they were chanting they were chanting Boca, Boca, Boca. And you all know what Boca is.
On a character.
You know, for all the Hispanic people out there, you know what that means, or even people who don't speak Spanish, they know what that means. It's like, no, I don't want to see that. Like, I just, I just can't, man. But George, I mean, if you don't deduct points when it pertains to like that, and just leaves it and just make it as like just as the show and the matches and the segments and all that, more power to you. But as far as that type of stuff on a wrestling show, I can't help but deduct more points than I usually do. But that's just me. Because otherwise, this show would have passed the 5 rating. But it's below the 5 rating for me this week.
Todd said Impact was not bad, but I could be better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Impact, he wasn't bad tonight, but just him, just a name. That's what bothers me about Johnny Impact. It's the name. Like, yeah. This company is naming this company is naming you after on their company. I can see the writing on the wall. They're gonna be all about you, pushing you to the top. He's the top guy. He's on top of the food chain. When it comes to his talent, which is fine to see if you see he's got talent, but the notion that you had to name him, give him a name after your company, tells you right there that he's gonna be the guy in the future, leading Impact Wrestling to the future.
Super Vegeta Blue, Gogeta Blue, and the new Broly.
All right.
I already know it.
George says, I agree. Grado versus Maximo was the worst, but I ain't lowered it.
Yeah. Again, that's on you. If you want to judge it just based on the match, more power to you. Because the match was trash too, along with the stuff.
I checked out that match because I knew who Maximo was all about, and I remember where he was from too.
They're running out of an
So that's why they want to watch. And then on top of that, Grado disappointed me even more. Not that he's ready to disappoint me, but still, he disappointed me 10 times now at the way he did after the match.
You have Grado coming out with a nice piece of ass.
True.
To him making out with another man. What the fuck?
Wow.
Oh,
you know what happened? Because of what Katarina did to him last week, he lost his balls. From that low blow, he lost his balls. That's what happened.
You know what, Caleb?
Todd said, I just watched Impact Wrestling. I mean, I just wish Impact Wrestling was better so they could compete with WWE. They tried it before, but it didn't do much, especially when you have Hogan and Bischoff in charge at the time. Well done, Dixie Carter.
Yeah. I don't think Impact should try to at this moment.
Yeah, exactly. Don't try.
Yeah, because at the time, with the whole Monday Night Impact, with TNA, with the whole Hogan and Bischoff thing, Hogan and Bischoff, they just fucked it up for everybody. So, and on top of that, you had the NWO come back. You had Hall of Nash become champion. It was just bad, man.
Yeah, it was bad.
Horrible.
And I've been supporting this company since I first started watching, and I like seeing after seeing on that, how they did it. Like, my God, this is terrible.
Like, okay, before I continue with what it pertains to, what Todd said at the time. Let me get this straight. You're gonna have a Monday night Impact. You're gonna finally compete after 9 years being in business. You're gonna finally gonna compete with WWE, and that show that they put on at the time, on Raw. Oh my God, it was just what the fuck.
Mhm.
And that was their opportunity to, put on a show. But there was just so many things like just, they just picked the wrong time to try to compete. But when it pertains to Todd, what Todd said, I don't think they should. They should just be their own identity from now on until they, because as far as the shows for me, as of late, it's a hit or miss. But for the most part, it's been a hit. It'll just throw you off here and there.
Actually, no.
Because the problem is that you have so many WWE fans that no matter if it's shit or not, they'll continue to watch it no matter what. So they won't watch other wrestling aside from WWE. So that's also a problem.
Mhm.
So they shouldn't really worry about that at this moment in time. Ty, well, I may agree some with they got better wrestlers, but storylines to me needs to get better. Well, I could say the same for WWE, but that's just us.
Mhm.
George, the storylines are way better than WWE.
Amen.
All right, but Rob, you have any other closing statements?
Yeah. That's Impact Wrestling. When it comes to your go home show for tonight, you fucked up. Yeah, I thought it was the worst go home show ever. Yeah, they didn't tell me anything for me to tune into or watch this Sunday. King so me to watch Impact Wrestling, and they did it during the end of the show. So yeah, they need to do a better job next time when it comes to the whatever upcoming pay per views they'll do next time, or even free TV pay per view special that they do. They need to do a better job next time. Other than that, don't don't give us this type of garbage. Especially with those that not even involved this coming Sunday for Bound for Glory. And that's all I gotta say. Other than that, I hopefully everyone will tune into Impact Wrestling's Bound for Glory this Sunday. I think this show is going to be awesome. This show is going to be they might surprise us. They, despite the lack of build-ups and despite how they did the go home show, I think the show is going to it's going to be amazing either way.
Yeah,
They might
because
they might pull an upset at all this trash and a lack of effort that they had to work for. So we'll see what they do. I'm excited for this Sunday's Battle for Glory either way. I hope they do. I hope the performers, everyone backstage, hopefully everyone backstage, wake the fuck up. And they'll surprise us to put out a good show.
yeah, because the go home shows doesn't really affect the pay per views when it happens necessarily. All it does is like build try to get the people watching the show interested in Bound for Glory, even though there's people are still going to watch Bound for Glory either way. I also feel like this will be a good show. I don't know if it will top Slammiversary, or if it'll be worse, or it won't be as good as Slammiversary. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see what they do.
Yeah, if it doesn't top Slammiversary, then it will top Redemption.
Yeah.
There comes like a sword of.
But yeah, for anyone that are interested to watch it, Bound for Glory this coming Sunday, tune in. I think yeah, again, they might not go out the park. And if you don't like it, beat it, because no one wants to be defeated.
I'm getting it.
All right. All right. So that's pretty much what we gotta say. Oh, George. My opinion, I agree. They don't need to compete with WWE. No company needs to compete with WWE. To me, WWE should just die and let that company, let it die. I thought it was a good go home show. It was better than the go home show that WWE put out. Oh, of course. That's how it usually is.
Yo, Caleb.
But yeah, that's pretty much what we gotta say about that.
Caleb.
Yep.
So Caleb, after this, do you want to play?
So like I said earlier, Bound for Glory, there might be a live reaction.
Why? We never took Revenge Ball.
Depending on the work schedule. And there will be an Asylum show before Bound for Glory. It will be uploaded on my channel tomorrow. So stay tuned for Asylum episode 68 and Bound for Glory. And if we do a Bound for Glory live reaction, because for those of you who are watching, last year we did a Bound for Glory live reaction, and you had many internet keyboard warriors and trolls in the comment sections talking their shit, attacking Robert on Facebook, of all places. Robert, nobody knows who Robert is on Facebook or any wrestling fan.
No one wants to see me drink.
I'm gonna get attacked first. I'm calling it.
And they were talking shit in the YouTube live stream chat and disliking our videos 20 times. It was ridiculous. So for this year, if there are any internet keyboard warrior trolls or certain individuals that are going to go in the comment section, I will give you an invitation on the Google Hangouts to say whatever you want to say to us. If you want to join the show, if you want to join the Hangout and talk your shit, I welcome you. So there's a warning for anybody that will show up. I don't know if there will be. You never know. There might be just only one person or 2, 3 people. You never know. So thank you guys for watching. George, I bet you these WWE tards that were coming after Robert and the Impact haters, yeah, fuck them. Yep. So again, I will come watch you live reaction Sunday. Okay. I'll see you there, Todd.
By the way, guys, look at the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, look at the time. We gotta go. No. But yeah, Bound for Glory. If there are certain internet keyboard warriors in the comment section, I will put the Google Hangout. I'll send the link in the live stream chat and have them come to our video and say that shit and say whatever they gotta say to us. So there might be an Asylum fight on the Hangout. You never know. Depending if we have like a full house or something, But if we do, I hope to see all of you there. And let's see how the show is. And that's pretty much what we gotta say about that.
Baby, or whatever. I'm just here.
So with that being said,
15 seconds.
we are out.
Beat it.
Peace.